Every Thursday, the scene is set in the realm of thoughts where minds are met. They're the thinkers with brains on the brink. Every Thursday, they're doing a thing with that darn Kitteh as the fearless lead. That fox through by her side, they plant the seed with Dorkus guiding through dungeons deep. And Grey Coupe spreads it on steep. Nemo's crush goes like magic in the air. The Press Hydra's expertise beyond compare. Charles manages the box office with grace, while other guests add to the lively space. In a world of thoughts where minds collide, the thinkers gather their wits as their guide. From deep contemplation to laughter's embrace, every Thursday it's their special place.
Good meowing.
Yeah, good meowing.
Good meowing.
Good meowing. Oh,
Charles, are you okay?
Hi.
is he okay? What happened? Was he waving?
He's just too ecstatic. He looked like he was happy to be here.
My loading screen was frozen.
And he came back and just like,
And he's
no,
like, and
no joy here. No joy allowed. Dorkus, you're taking her. Listen, webcam supremacy is a thing, but I suppose we're putting Hydra there
Because he's cute.
Color.
Because
he's
he's cute.
Yes.
Look at that picture. The
It is
eyes.
adorable.
Oh, but he has an audio error, but it's cool. We'll just look at him. That's fine.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I
he's
guess
gone.
not.
No more.
We lost.
Well, we have a mini panel. We are really stripped down, but I think we will do fine. Well, shall we try to wait for Hydra and get into it? Or you know what? I think BMO can take it away, I think, to give us an intro
Okay,
to this topic.
so
I look
good
for my
morning
tweets.
/ evening / afternoon to everyone.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday, and honestly, every time I hear that intro, it is still a banger.
It
Like
is.
that is the
Great.
best AI generated song I've ever heard.
4 does look crazy on screen, I know. And we it's fine. But look how cool it is.
Now
Sorry.
we have to pay someone to actually do the intro with real instruments. That's what we got to do. I feel like
And
that's
I
the next
actually,
step.
in terms of the video as well, I would like Daisy to feature. I don't want that other cat. Yeah.
Daisy's
All
just
right.
like a tail.
Yeah. While the guests add to them, so there's the tail coming. But she's a guest. You guessed, Didi.
So, title wise, that is not clickbait. We are going to be talking about that for a second because man, I am frustrated as hell at some folks in the government. So a little bit of a background. All right. So we all know who Kyle Rittenhouse is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm
General, like,
aware.
yes. You know, there was a huge court case in America, caused a lot of social unrest. There was a bunch of people
clear-cut-
trying to get him to be in jail, thinking that he
Clear-cut
killed a bunch
case
of
of
people.
self-defense.
Yes. That's what the jury ruled it as easily.
Well, we're going to
easily
argue about
found.
it. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I also thought it was self-defense.
Yes, a lot of people still think that it's not, because they'll use O.J. Simpson, as I noticed just the other day. People will use O.J. Simpson as an example of why the jury can be wrong.
Okay.
And
That's a good point.
they'll put that on Kyle Rittenhouse. The only overlap is that the jury voted not guilty. there's very different cases there, but
I mean,
that's just a little bit of a
lot of
background.
video of
Yes.
all of it happening that
Yeah.
clearly show self-defense.
Oh yeah,
It,
for sure.
that
Even
everyone
FBI
was
footage.
going after him was complete partisan, crazy, personal.
He
shit.
turned into the source of generally like the Democrats' ire. Like he was used as a political tool that way. And after he was found not guilty and he did not go to jail, there were a lot of people on the right that were like, we did this. Because a lot of big right wingers funded his paid for his court fees and helped make sure that he would actually get his time in court without going completely bankrupt. Well, those people are a little upset with him now because he said he will not be voting for Trump. He released a video on Twitter, which I believe is deleted now. I think I might be able to find it though if we wanted to, where he said that based on what Trump has been saying and inferring about the Second Amendment, he will not be voting for him. And that's exactly what Kyle Rittenhouse
writing in Ron
that's his
Paul
platform. Exactly, he would be voting for Ron Paul like every kid should.
Oh yeah, so yeah. What I was also was like, oh, so why? What is his issue with Trump? That's can you tell me more about that?
So honestly, regarding the comments on him being anti-Second Amendment, I haven't heard Trump say things that are anti-Second Amendment.
Viva Fry, I brings up his bump stock ban and how it could be viewed as him caving to issues regarding guns, but it's not inaccurate, but it's a bit thin, in my opinion, as justification to outright not vote for the guy over gun issues specifically. But if someone wants
be a one-issue voter.
Yeah, that's his platform. That's it. I mean,
a lot of
he's
people
like,
are one-issue voters.
I mean, do you associate him with anything but guns?
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm the gun guy. I've got to.
I associate with him with freedom.
But if you wanted to make an argument that Trump is weak on guns, the bump stock ban would be the place to start.
Yep. So with all that in mind, that's like Kyle makes a video. It's only a couple minutes long. I remember watching it, and that it really was him just saying, because of the recent developments I've seen regarding Trump and his opinions on the Second Amendment, I will not be voting for him. Instead, I will be voting for Rand Paul. Which is really funny. Rand Paul is usually he's kind of the libertarian Republican in Congress, who's very pro-gun, very pro-rights.
Rand Paul or Ron Paul?
Didn't he say Rand Paul?
I think he said
I thought it was Ron Paul.
I mean, they both have similar stances, so as far as I've seen. But
just R. Paul.
Exactly.
You figure it out.
That's a bingo.
Welcome, Hydra. You're significantly less cute for some reason.
Hello,
hello.
I am less cute because I'm on a different device. That's
your audio is fantastic.
You're a little bit low.
Hello.
Don't you think he's a bit
Kitty's
low?
like, you're a little bit low. I'm like, your audio is awesome.
Great. Maybe it's my ears then.
Your ears are low. Yes, you should heighten them.
Yes.
Anyways, I finally managed to get my new PC to work, so that's what I'm joining you from.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yay.
Excellent.
I still don't have the new keyboard, so I'm using the previous mechanical one.
So with
I don't
a
know
little
if you
bit
guys
of
can
googling,
hear it. Very clickety.
I can kind of hear it. So
nice.
I know it was Ron Paul. I just tried to find it on Twitter.
Well, Zerofax as well told us. Yeah, we got enough time. Actually, I know it was Ron because Clint Russell brought it up when he was talking with Dave Smith. Okay.
The Viva Fry I shared in the private chat, I think shares Rittenhouse's original video, or at least a portion of it.
Do you want to go over that?
Let's see here.
We don't have to.
I'm just trying to find.
Just so everyone knows, I shared it in the private chat, and I basically said I thought Fry had a fairly decent take on the whole situation.
Yeah, it's only like 11 minutes, so
that will take us 15 hours to get there.
This is true. Look, he basically says that Kyle Rittenhouse is young, and if he was he's free to vote for whoever he wants for whatever reason he wants. But if he was trying to affect change in the Trump administration over guns, he did it in a very poor way and could have played the PR game a little bit better.
Oh, I wasn't pressing the right button. Fuck! I did.
You know, Donald Trump could play the PR game a little better too.
I
you know?
was trying. Yeah,
I don't
first
know.
of all, yes, I was trying to unmute, but the new keyboard, my hotkey, it doesn't feel in the same place. Fuck.
I'm going to be honest. You sound even more like a vampire with this audio. I love it.
True.
Even more like a vampire. Wait, why did I sound like a vampire before? You never told me that. Why am I
Bender.
only learning about this now? Hmm?
Oh, sorry,
What's
it's a
up, Matt?
secret.
Shut the hell up, baby. I know it.
But yeah, go ahead, Kitty.
I just wanted to give the context for my exposure to this issue. So I didn't even see the video. My exposure was this. Kyle Rittenhouse. This is what I got. Like
Came
it was
back
from,
to mug.
Oh
we
yeah,
can
Hard to
stop
time that
attacking him now. This is why you have to put intense pressure
Oh
on
my
people.
god.
This was through it. I think Sitch
it was
reposted
Sitch.
this. So that's what I found out about this. He likely saw
How I
everything
found
flash
about it.
before his eyes and came home to where he belongs. Good on
Good.
him. He better prove himself loyal now until November 5th.
This
What?
right here is the
What?
equivalent
That's a
of,
really
the,
shitty thing.
of the left-wing cancel culture. This is the right-wing cancel culture, and it's
I have some
highest
other
form.
images as well, by the way.
This
Kitty.
is we're gonna put pressure on people so that they have the exact same ideas and everything, or at least pretend to, as we have, and bring them back into the fold, to the flock of sheep. Okay, you must believe in the exact same manner as I do. Like this, it is absolute. I don't even know how to explain. This is just despicable behavior. I'm sorry.
Let's see what are you ready for me to share, hey?
Yeah.
With you. Okay.
So this is a large right wing
Oh,
person
yes.
on Twitter, Cat Turd.
Follow that.
He's got a lot of spicy takes.
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen
I
this
definitely
person
don't
before,
agree
yep.
with him on a lot of things he says.
Do I follow them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was his reaction to his that video from Kyle. It was Bye Forever.
hey,
I can
Stug.
stomach a lot of things.
No, I don't.
And
But
Lucy
backstabbing
Lemon.
millions who supported you at your lowest point, then turning on Trump right after he got shot. I can't stomach it. Won't put up with it. Forgotten forever. By the way, Catter deleted this 2 hours later because he got a ton of backlash.
Oh, he
for being
did.
a piece of shit.
And yeah, there's Lucy's reply there. OMG, what a psycho. I'd say that the mask slipped, but I don't think he was ever wearing one. I remember that.
No,
yeah, I
he
remember
doesn't
I was
wear a
looking
mask.
into these.
Dude's a freaking psycho.
Hmm.
Here's the next one.
Oh boy.
I was harder on you than anyone. Yeah, but I can't hold a grudge when
No,
a man
no,
apologizes.
stop. No, you cannot do this. This person is trying to get all of the brownie points from the extremists. And he
Yes.
does the hardest. How dare you? You betrayed your cause, whatever. I'm going to smash you down hard for having a slightly different opinion and not conforming to the herd. He gets all of the brownie points of that for that. And then does a 180, walks all of it back, and gets all of the brownie points for being a larger, more adult figure who can move past all of this, and we can be a man, and like we're not gonna go to the garage and be civilized about it. You cannot do both, like get the rewards for both. That is insane. That is fucking unhinged. That you can just pretend to be both of those things and no one call you out, and you can just go on and do this forever and ever. Do an unhinged attack, then do a 180 and come back. Do it again and do it again, and you get the rewards for both of them. And then these people turn around and complain about the left-wing cancel culture on the internet.
Yes.
And it's like, you are the exact same shit I
How is-
despise
yeah.
every day. Fuck off.
I'm
The
currently
hypocrisy-
trying to
hypocrisy.
find Marjorie Taylor Greene in her comments on this because that's what
Okay.
really fucking disgusts
Yeah, I'm
me.
looking.
Because
I'm excited for the other pictures, but basically also just looking at his. And by the way, it wasn't a productive conversation that changed his mind. It was the anger and backlash from the betrayal, no doubt about it. So he's like, "Hey guys, this works. Do it."
This works. Let's just use
So-
anger and hatred to control the other people.
this has been a term. This has been a
Ugh.
term for over 10 years now called woke scolding. Okay. And it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to do with the woke part of it, but
Mhm.
it's the we're going to peer pressure people
Scold.
into changing their positions publicly.
Mm.
And then they must
Yeah.
apologize. If they don't apologize, which first of all, public apologies don't work anyway
Yeah,
because people are
they're
going
not-
to hate you regardless.
Oh, but these guys are now trying to say that the apology is okay. It's like, he shouldn't have been made to apologize. You guys are missing the frickin' point. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
To
so a
be-
voter gave a reason
Actually,
why he was not voting, and the message was he's
No,
not
Sit
with
down
us,
and shut
so
up.
piss on him. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Thanks for listening.
kind of like actually he's gonna die. That's what that other guy's. He saw his life flash before his eyes. He saw everything flash before his eyes, and that changed it. So people
And
in the
that's a
replies
good
to that-
thing, according to these
To-
people. I love this. It's like if I just broke
Should I-
into their house, pressed a gun to their head, and it's like, yeah, I bet your life is flashing in front of your eyes. Now you agree with me on this completely unrelated point. Now, yes.
Yeah.
So should I share the Joey Manarino posts as well that for some reason aren't deleted? I'm glad they aren't
isn't
deleted, honestly.
that might have been what I was looking at. Share it. Let's
Okay,
go.
I'll share them. I got it up.
Hi, Louise.
Hello,
Hi, Dave.
Luis.
Hello.
Also, I
Whoever
love
you
how
are.
right wingers, this darling, among other people, have been criticizing Dems, trying to owe black votes on because because of emancipation
Black
and Cal
votes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the left saying that black people owe the left their votes because they managed to get them out of slavery or something of the sort. I've heard the argument actually in my real life before. It's a weird one.
Does that mean I have to like what? Hold on, I'm trying to think this about. I'm trying to put this into a European perspective. Like
Ew.
I owe the like I only have rights and house ownership and all of this and the laws because the Roman Empire invented all of these things. Does that mean
Yes.
if there is ever an autocratic state in Italy again, I have to support their expansionism because I owe them everything, or to their ancestors? That is.
Where does it stop? Yeah.
It's like I'm just the logic of we way back then did X thing. That means you now should do this other thing as repayment. Just how far can you push that logic? I'm just immediately that's when my brain goes.
Well, first,
I would like to say though, in defense of the folks who were upset but didn't join the hate mob or online shit, I think it's entirely reasonable to be upset to see him come out so vociferously anti-Trump after. I mean, he would be in jail right now, rotting because he defended his life.
Was he
if not
anti-Trump, or
for-
he was just saying why he was voting just for someone else?
He said he's voting for someone else over one
Why was
specific
that
issue.
anti-Trump?
That's why.
Because
Well-
they can't handle that. Nobody
because
can
that's
handle it.
considered.
Because people like a certain figure for some reason, and then when they learn that they don't 100% conform to their political views, that feels like a betrayal because they identified with that figure so hard before that they don't consider that they might be a different person. This is the same with idolizing celebrities or something, and then you are like, why didn't you come out?
Okay. Be that as it may, anti-Trump or just simply not voting for him, to the folks that weren't joining the hate mob, it is entirely understandable because what the left did to Rittenhouse is totally unconscionable, totally outright evil. And it was the conservatives, it was the MAGA crowd that helped him, that raised money for him, and that ensured that he was able to defend himself in a court of law over something that he never should have had to in the first place.
And that is why they think they own his opinion, basically.
Yes, that he's supposed to be for their side.
That's not what I said.
No, we're not saying that's what you're saying.
That's my own comment. That's not yours. Sorry, I inserted my own commentary. I don't expect.
I don't think that you just think that, Dorkus.
No, we're saying that this is what the online hate mob thinks. They went
What
a
they
step
feel,
further.
why they feel enraged, why they act in this way, why they perceive this as a betrayal, where it comes from.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Belly.
Sorry, Nosferatu asked for a belly.
Nosferatu the vampire. Why is that
this
name
is a
familiar?
good. He is the vampire. He's
very good point, darling.
Well said, darling. Yeah. Agreed.
So, actually, to jump off of what you were saying there, Dorkus, I'm not making a comment on all of the quote MAGA community because a lot of people like to take that as an umbrella and then they close the umbrella and beat people with it. I'm not really referring to that. It's the people that have publicly attacked Kyle Rittenhouse,
which is
for
wrong.
stating his opinion on that, is wrong. Yes, I'm not referring to the people that are saying this is messed up. I think that the right actually did a very good thing on trying to help Kyle Rittenhouse in a self-defense case, and I'm not against them doing that. It's actually something that the left also does for the people that they champion. So, I mean, why wouldn't they?
But only when the, what is it called, the Venn diagram of their principles and their political allies overlap, unfortunately. Which obviously shouldn't be the case. You should just stand by based on principles, in my opinion. But, you know.
So, actually,
Principles. Get out of
Lucy
here.
Lemonbug said something in the chat I kind of want to address, because it said the right felt betrayed. I do not think that this is representative of the quote right. I think there were a lot of right-wingers that were government employees that decided that they were angry and felt betrayed. But this is not indicative of the right, because I can't throw everyone under the bus for what a couple idiots said.
So
The idiots just so happened to be high up government employees or people with high followings that were right-wing.
I haven't read the contract, but how long and exactly who is Kyle supposed to vote for, and for how long? As
Like
a
the
thank
American
you.
Idol contract.
Yeah,
He's supposed to become my slave because I saved him. He owes me his life and his opinions.
If you have
Yes.
an argument like that, it's not about doing the right thing for someone who you believe is innocent. It's about politics. Ooh, someone popular who's been in the news. We need this voice for this reason, for this exact purpose.
yeah, he must
that's
be in
not-
our tribe.
Yeah, that's not the purpose. That's
Yeah,
Politics
exactly.
is
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. It's that's the thing, and you can disagree with him. Like Dorkus, what you're saying is disagreeing with why he's not voting for Trump. That is part of discourse, discussing things, deciding who to vote, have conversations like that. But what we
Listen.
are focused on is that they were
The
trying.
unhinged tweet mob, basically.
Yeah, that just was like, you know.
I'm not saying this is okay, but there is that line of thought. If you put something out on the internet, you're opening yourself up to criticism. Now, obviously,
True,
the
sure.
criticism is going to go too far a lot of times, especially with politics. But I'm going to fall back onto the Viva Fry opinion, which is that he was a bit young and tactless in the way that he approached this. He could have done it in a much smarter way.
Actually, do we want to watch that video?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, let's go. And obviously, I will pause little, but I will be pausing in between.
Okay, so you've got that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen then and taking up my bandwidth.
Great glasses. Okay.
I used to watch this guy a lot. I don't remember what
he-
happened. I think I remembered
I
that he
like
was
him.
Canadian. That's why.
oh, the nerve.
How old is he? 20? Is he 20 now?
Kyle,
Might be like
is he 20?
22.
Kyle is 20, I believe. Yeah.
I was talking
Wow.
about this guy. I was like,
Oh my god,
That-
2020 was 4 years ago. Holy crap. Yeah, my mind is permanently
Feels
It is-
so
shocked
old.
in 2020. Why is that?
It's Salt Bay. Bob is
Oh
right.
no, I'm never going to unsee that now. No.
Often do this, but I'm doing it this time. Wait until the end of this video to see. You got a fish? He's got a fish. Oh my gosh!
He's gonna salt the
Alrighty,
fish.
party peoples of the interwebs, Viva Fry, former Montreal litigator turned current
I remember when he
Florida
had short
Rumbler. I'm
hair.
back in Florida after
He's in Florida. Okay.
flirt.
I think he's trying to move to the US or has moved to the US at this point.
So he no
Well-
longer has his yearly maple syrup infusion in Canada.
I think his hair is gorgeous.
Well, he was a Montreal lawyer. That was his big thing. That was his accreditations. You can even go look up his case law.
a long week on the road. Now I'm in a parking lot of a Target because the kids wanted to go shopping, and I'm not going into a Target. I'm doing a vlog. The controversy, the news of the weekend coming from Kyle Rittenhouse.
Okay, hold on, guys. I do just want to ask, did he wear a red shirt on purpose? Because the red shirt, red lining in the car, and whatever the composition of the shot is really
Don't
good.
criticize
quite
people for
nice.
matching.
I'm not
He's
criticizing.
also wearing red glasses.
I'm enjoying it. I'm saying like this is really well
He's
done.
color coordinated.
Style, okay, he's like red, red, red. So it's gonna look
Yeah,
nice.
I love it.
You'd keep your mouth shut if you knew it was better for you.
Meh.
might know Kyle Rittenhouse from such trials as the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, who was forced to defend himself using lethal force when he was carrying a firearm during the Kenosha riots. He was assaulted, surrounded by unsavory characters, to say the least. He used lethal force in self-defense because...
Okay, guys, I know I don't want us to go. I want us to get through the video, but let's maybe. Is there anyone here? Let's see. We'll time it. Okay, we'll make it a 10-minute thing. We can't get into a debate, but is anyone here? Do they think that it was wrong that Kyle Rittenhouse was guilty of murder?
No.
And why? Like, don't be. If that's what you think, tell us why. Anyone
No, I think
in
that
the panel?
he,
Charles.
Defense.
Why me?
yeah,
Why me?
Charles.
Because you might be tempted to actually just suddenly disagree because you're like, it's my job.
Was he guilty of murder? No. Should he have been there? No.
Yeah, that's
Agreed.
yeah.
If you want to give him some sort of traveling across state lines with a gun, that's, I would say he's guilty of that, but no, not murder.
Not really a
Wasn't that
broken
a-
law at that
he
point.
didn't-
Well, he's
Travel-
under
He
18.
did not.
That's
He did
okay.
not cross state lines with a gun. I don't think.
No, the gun was already in the state, and
Yeah.
him crossing state line was like a 15-minute walk or something. It was barely.
Yeah.
Across state lines, so
It's still the
and he's
Yeah.
no,
was
the gun
Yeah.
never left Wisconsin apparently.
Yeah.
he under 18?
Yeah.
So in Wisconsin, you can have a firearm if you're under 18. If it's
The
a
gun
long
charges
rifle.
were dropped against him.
Yeah, because it's a
Because-
long rifle, but he can have a gun, but not a pistol, because America. That's why.
Yeah,
I
not
looked
a pistol.
actually the law. It's ridiculous over there.
A gun,
There's
but not a
actually, there's an
pistol.
interesting reason as to
Really?
why, but it's not really related to this.
Because of the
Um,
mafia gangs way back then, and it was easier to hide a short barrel, blah, 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 whatever.
It's also
whatever.
way easier to do mass shootings with a pistol.
And could you conceal it better? But it's American, whatever. It's American. It's stupid. It's a gun thing. I'm not an expert, but it's maybe in the roaring 20s. It makes
This is how Rosales words it. He killed a man attacking him and shot a man pointing at a gun at him. That's American for self-defense. FYI, the gun was there. So I guess, yeah. The point is, in terms of the murder part, was the main issue because they were saying they made it sound as if he ran out there looking for people to kill.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he's guilty of that. I think
Mm.
he's unfortunately too young to be in that situation.
Yeah,
Are you ever old enough to be in that situation? That's the real question.
Yeah,
like maybe don't be in
well,
that
He
situation.
handled it a lot better than most adults would have, like the insane trigger discipline and other. Listen, I wouldn't have been so calm in that situation. Let's just say that I probably would have shot at people who did because I would have panicked or
Just
something.
yeah.
Not like that, but I would have. I have a gun and you don't, and you will fuck off because I'm scared. Like it's if you put into me the insane situation when adrenaline is pumping, like guys running at you, getting, whatever. There is a shot ringing out somewhere. And even then, he only shot when the guy touched his rifle and when the other guy pointed his gun at him. Like
There were lots of
for a
times.
16-year-old, that's like. Yeah, he shouldn't have been there, but he handled the situation better than most adults would have. Now, should he have been there? No. Should have the rioters been here? Also no. Nobody should have fucking been there doing all of the insane...
nobody
Who the
should.
heck wants to be in Wisconsin?
Exactly. Okay, so
Anyway,
that
I
that
almost
part
moved
of
there.
let's
I'm
go.
glad
I
I
just
didn't.
wanted to check because if anyone wanted to discuss, like the initial, either way, it doesn't matter which side you land on in this context because we're just looking at the hypocrisy of the right. So they viewed him in a certain way, and now they've judging him in a certain way. So that's what we're looking at.
An enemy of the people.
it would have been him or them. Stood trial. The world called him a murderer. He was ultimately found not guilty of murder because it was a clear-cut case of self-defense, despite what that Klaus, whichever one, the guy who said, sometimes you just got to take a beating because that's what you do in communist countries. You defend the people who are the criminals and you criminalize the people who defend
This is
themselves
how you can
against
tell
the
this
criminals.
guy's Canadian
That's Kyle
and
Rittenhouse. You all
right-wing.
know him. He took to Twitter yesterday, put out a 3-minute video explaining why he was
3
no
minutes.
longer supporting Trump, and he would be writing in Ron Paul's name on the ballot as a form of protest against Trump because he does not agree with Trump's position on the Second Amendment. That's his line in the sand. He put out a video. He took a little heat for it. He said, I have to stand by my
Little
principles.
heat.
He continued taking an entire day of heat for it from people who might be dubbed Team MAGA, and I don't think they're Team
like
MAGA.
Marjorie
They're just
Taylor
people
Greene.
who are open supporters of Donald Trump, who were criticizing someone who was a prominent Trump supporter, who then very publicly decided to make a video announcing that he was no longer supporting Trump. So you put a video out there expressing your opinion publicly, you know you're going to get other people's opinions responding to your expression of your opinion, and within 12 hours, he put out another tweet saying he had had discussions with Team Trump. He is reassured that Trump is now going to be sufficiently good on defending the Second Amendment, the principle of the Constitution that literally allowed Kyle Rittenhouse to save his own life. And now people are saying, Kyle Rittenhouse, he went from being the hero to the zero. And now that he's turned back to the Trump supporter, he's gone back from being the zero to the hero. Now, the ultimate irony.
Okay.
But they're going to hold it against him for the next 10 years because I remember when he flip-flopped on this and we had told him.
Exactly.
That guy doesn't have his life anymore. What can he do with his life?
Nothing.
Like, he is
His
Kyle
entire
Rittenhouse.
life is not going to be defined
Apparently.
in relation to what the self-defense case and the Kenosha riot meant and how you feel about it. Like, it's forever going to be in relation to that instead of being able to do anything new. It's going to be horrible.
Usually for somebody who has been through that, like who has killed someone, you will like wonder if that defines you. I'm this person that went through that, but the whole world saw him go through it, so it's even worse.
It was more than the whole world. It was I think it goes beyond just hitting international news. Like, he's going to be in the history books because of all the historical unrest that happened, not just in the U.S., but there was unrest worldwide over supposed injustices that happened that night. That all ended up to be hoaxes.
More than the whole world. Aliens.
Because they tried to make him out to be another George Floyd moment when it wasn't.
Just don't say the whole world because there wasn't a peep over here. But,
I gotta say,
I'm in the part of the world nobody cares
YouTube,
about.
Twitter is the whole world.
Yes, Twitter is the whole world. Truly,
Lucy, we saw you in BMO's screenshots. We saw you in BMO's screenshots. And
I know why,
there.
because I follow her, so she shows up first.
Yeah.
But it really says something that when these moments happened, like the George Floyd stuff and the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, we had rioting happening internationally. Like the UK also had riots. The UK had were up in arms over American racism. Was the easiest way to put it.
It's a great way to do it. Yeah. How are we doing it? That's weird. Also, but yeah, he said he had discussions with the MAGA team. So people. His official story is that he just spoke to people, but everybody else is kind of like it's because of the heat, right?
What if he got a call?
I think so.
And you just hear, "What do you mean you're not voting for me?
Come on, Ken.
What can I do
Everyone
to
tell
make
me
this
that you were
change?"
voting for me. Where? Sorry, can't do Trump.
About all of this is that Rittenhouse was a big Trump supporter. He was a key figure of sorts within the Trump community, within the conservative community, because he became the face of the Second Amendment right. Not just the right to bear arms, but the right to use the Second Amendment to protect your God-given right to exist. So he was a prominent figure in what we would call Team Trump. And so it came as something of a surprise when he put out that 3-minute video saying, I'm writing in Ron Paul's name on the ballot because Trump is not good on on the Second Amendment. And it's not like Rittenhouse's critique of Trump is without basis. Trump was the one who implemented the bump stock ban in response to the Las Vegas shooting. Some people said he succumbed to the pressure of that mass shooting and that he implemented basically an unconstitutional ban on bump stocks, which was subsequently overturned by the Supreme Court. So it's not like Trump is in fact perfect on the Second Amendment. And if that is your line in the sand, well, I guess I could understand how then you could say he's not good.
Yeah.
There's good reason why the bump stock ban didn't work, and it's because it didn't change anything. Literally did not change a single thing. Because what a bump stock is defined as is something that would slightly compress the trigger and make it so that your semi-automatic rifle would become, quote, automatic firing. It would raise the rate of fire just due to the centrifugal force. It's as easy enough to do by just putting a belt through your through a right position, and then you can get it to work the same way. And because it was so easy to replicate without the same thing, they threw it out. There you go. There's a general explanation on bump stocks.
I want to make tea. So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this. Maybe Dorkus
We can complain without you. It's okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to I want us to continue watching the video. I'll press play. Just put the
She wants us to fill in. No, we won't be able to pause there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Dorkus,
We can hold on to our
share?
thoughts until she's back, right?
No, okay,
Yeah,
no, you can. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk though about it, because what I wanted to also just bring up before I went to go, to the other side of my mansion and make tea, was the fact that he does say team Trump and MAGA and whatever, and it's like, yes, guys, it is not as simple as one tribe versus another tribe. There are people within a voter demographic that are going to have different opinions. Who would have thunk that MAGA is not a monolith? But anyway, yeah, we're at 3-4. There we go.
Quick, everyone, while Kitteh is gone, talk about the name you'd give your sword. I would name mine the Throngler.
Okay.
The Throngler.
Go, talk.
Oh, then you could say he's not good enough on the Second Amendment. That's my line in the sand. So I'm going to vote for Ron Paul, even though that would tacitly be a vote for Kamala Harris. So in defense of your Second Amendment principles, you would actually necessarily support the woman who would literally take all your guns away, let alone not be good enough on the Second Amendment, as you might critique Trump for having been. So the attacks on Rittenhouse after he puts out this video were pretty harsh from Team Trump, although I don't say they were harsh by everyone on Team Trump, because there were a lot of people out there saying the kid's entitled to his opinion. We are not the rabid circular firing squad that is the left. The kid's got his opinion.
Then proceed to behave in the exact same way.
Well,
we are
he's
not
saying
like
not
the left.
everyone.
Proceeds to behave like the left.
Well, his logic is pretty sound, because not voting for Trump or Kamala Harris is implicitly a vote for Kamala Harris because your vote's not going to Trump.
Yes,
I
but
do
I
then
understand the
also-
logic.
yeah.
I just think it's kind of dumb.
he's correct, but then he also talked about before how he knows it's a protest vote. So what do you expect? Like, it's not going to make sense.
It's because he
just literally
publicly
a
said it.
protest.
So now other people might change their votes to Ron Paul rather than going to Trump. And Trump, quote, needs all the votes he can get, end quote.
Okay, yeah, but it's like, it reminds me of the French situation with the very right-wing lady and Macron, when a lot of people were dissatisfied with what Macron's centrist coalition was doing.
Oh, the French guy.
And then the very right-wing lady with some batshit insane opinions and promises got lots of seemingly lots of votes and support. And then Macron had his theory that actually those are protest votes, and then turned out that he was partially correct at the least, because a lot of those people, when push came to shove, still didn't want the lady in power, and it didn't happen. They just wanted to show Macron how much they were dissatisfied with him by voting for the person that they stood in opposition against. So it's weird, it's wonky, but it can happen.
Not to disagree with them, leave him alone. Don't try to cancel him because you no longer like his opinion. The ultimate hilarity in all of this is that Kyle Rittenhouse immediately went from being the zero on the left, the man who literally got away with murder. He went from being a literal zero to an actual hero, finally standing up against Donald Trump. You had these lefty types on Twitter saying, look at this kid living with conviction. He is now a hero. And then 12 hours later, they're saying, oh, look at this. I guess he was a zero all along. He caved into the pressure of the
Twitter. Why? Of course, it's full of dumbasses. Holy fuck! Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Twitter is not real life. Some people need to understand it, and you need to give less weight to the people who get really popular and post just unreasonable like this.
So if the left on Twitter isn't real life, why are we assuming that the right on Twitter doing this to Kyle are real life and represent?
No, I'm not necessarily saying the left on Twitter isn't real life. I'm saying the unhinged people who change their opinions so much are quote unquote not real life, as in real life, in real politics. You shouldn't give them as much weight as some people seem to. Like, they let their opinions be defined as look at all of these alt-righters posting on Twitter about race and whatever. They're going to take over the government. America is going to become an alt-right country. We're going to race realism. And it's like, no, it's unhinged people on Twitter. Like, when you look at the actual votes, like the people who are posting all of the stuff about having to kill all of the Mexicans or whatever, or remove everyone who isn't white from the military, and once again it will be the strongest in the world. Those people don't have the necessary political support to enact their will in the United States. So that's what I mean by it being not real life and the internet.
Well, it's like Twitter incentivizes hyperbole. Like you can't have a full conversation, an actual conversation on Twitter. And regarding like it's not real life, that is true. That is the case. When you're a public figure, though, it might actually affect you differently because it might actually bleed into your real life. What you say might actually bleed into people making comments or doing things to attack you. There are people that get physically attacked all the time for what they say on social media.
If he's a public figure, why didn't anybody consider what he was saying and maybe discuss that before just out?
Man, I wish they did. It's unhinged behavior. That's what
I would imagine the folks that were discussing it just don't get as much airtime.
They were drowned out. Yeah.
No, why would they?
Because that's not the popular thing.
It's not the cult-like behavior. You're not bandwagoning, so you're obviously against us. How dare you?
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue.
This is true, by the way.
Completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
My take on all of this was...
No takebacks, and then...
Oh, and they had to take back 24 hours later. Okay, yeah, that's not nice. It doesn't look cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no problem with what he said. Absolutely no problem with what he said. He is one individual. He is 18. The problem people have is that we did all these things for you. Well, a lot of those people that are saying we did all these things for you are the ones that didn't even donate. So it's people that are angry because they feel like this person is not playing for our team anymore.
Yeah. Welcome back, Kitteh.
Thank you.
I see a similar amount of rage.
We were lost with
that. Is a huge cup. Holy shit.
And it's all green tea. Yeah.
Excellent. Best.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I see a similar amount.
How dare you? Green tea, best tea.
The best tea, the Kitteh.
Yay.
Okay, that's the actual. That's the actual answer.
Also, thank you, Zero Fucks, for reminding me that he has tiny hands.
It's
Viva
related
Fry
to
has
Trump.
tiny hands. Look at that.
Hmm.
But
A little bit.
I've seen some of this type of behavior happen when a football player changes teams, and
Yeah.
it's a funny
Freedom.
comparison, but like it is a betrayal thing. I remember when Golden Tate. So I'm a fan of the Seahawks. I'm not a big fan of football in general, but the Seahawks, I love watching them. They've had some good games. They had a really good team at one point, and two of them basically they turncoated to the 49ers and the Broncos. And a lot of people had a big problem on Twitter about this, about how they were effing betrayed. They should find them in the streets and remind them who they are. Like, and this is the kind of behavior that it feels like. It's just team sports, and people being angry because someone supposedly left the team. Sorry, Team Ron Paul is not necessarily like switching teams. Just to be frank.
Exactly. That's another thing that I was also thinking, because like the left was like, yay, no, look, he's against Trump. And that's the mindset. The people are like, if
Because
he's
that's
against
a lot
Trump,
of
he's
people
against
that just
Republicans.
want that. They would like, as long as anyone's against Trump, they'll take him. A lot of people would vote for a little piece of dog shit over Trump. So that's why the other tribe has this particular tribe has the opinion that he opposes the enemy that we oppose to. We must join together in an alliance. Like,
Yeah, that actually, sorry, just looking what Das has said. Yeah, those who really love red hats turning on Rittenhouse is like a snake eating its own tail. I've seen that so much from the left. Like I'm sure if I got like a database of my tweets and just went and searched, they eat their own. There's a few of them that there would be quite a lot where you just reply to the story of they eat their own, because it's like there's a purity test.
Remember
and you have
Anacastarian.
yeah, exactly. You have to be perfect. You have to be pure. And if you step out of line, that's it. And I would be like, oh, this is horrible. And then they go and then all the people on the right are like, yeah, we principled and blah blah. And then this happens.
We are not that principled, okay? We are principled, but not that principled, okay?
Oh, well, they do it, so it's fine. No, it's not fine. And Cat Turd over there being like, yeah, but this works, everybody, it works. Let's continue. Like,
we broke our principle, behave like assholes, and bully people until they had our opinions. It works, okay? These are the same people that denounced, the left-wing cancel culture stuff, by the way. Totally not hypocritical.
A question, though. Who is Cat Turd, and why should I care what his opinion is? I've literally never heard of him until today.
Really? You haven't heard of him? Okay. So he is a prolific shit poster from way back in the day. He was one of the guys that got famous just posting 4chan posts that he would make. And then he came out as openly right-wing. He's also got a YouTube channel that has a moderate following. He really has nothing to do or nothing valuable to add with to politics.
Okay,
the
so
dude is just a political commentator that has a large following on social media. That's it.
Okay, so what I've just glommed onto from that brief explanation is he's a shit poster. So why should I, why should I care all that much what he has to say about Rittenhouse? Why shouldn't I care more about what Viva Fry says or Ben Shapiro says or any elected officials, so to speak, or the actual conservative pundits say?
Because
why should I care more about Cat Turd?
Cat Turd was just one other example. Because
he has a following.
Large right-winger commentator that spoke on the issue. That's why he's being brought up. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's part of the heat. And that's the thing. So like it's like if libs of TikTok.
So why is Cat Turd
way bigger than him?
Okay.
If say libs of TikTok decided to go, because they started the other day, libs of TikTok, it was a couple of weeks ago, they were starting to try and get people fired and shit. Like, what the hell is that? They are the people that are supposed to be principled and against that sort of thing. And they started posting stupid videos of people, oh, is this what you want your employees to be like? Blah, 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 that kind of stuff, which is what forces companies to fire people, because these videos get this viral reach and they are forced to fire people. That whole thing, cancel culture. So say libs of TikTok did that. It's the same thing. Just an idea of how big this guy's following is. I don't actually follow him, but I know of him because that's how often he just comes up in the replies and the retweets.
It's interesting because I would consider libs of TikTok as being more representative of general conservative opinion than I would.
Oh, you don't.
Turd,
No,
but
please don't say that. No.
Generally.
What?
You don't want libs of TikTok to be representative of general conservative ideas, okay? The way that woman behaves is also unhinged. Please do not say or imply that that's what most conservatives believe or act like in general.
No, again, I'm referring specifically in the Twitter space.
Yeah.
Again, Anyway.
Let's
more
continue.
nuanced. The kid is 20 years old. I think he's 20 years old. He's a kid. I don't say that to be condescending. I say that because he's literally a kid. He hasn't had the life experience to adopt the proper strategies for his own political objectives. The question is, what is Kyle Rittenhouse's political objectives in all this? If it's to defend the Second Amendment and to ensure that it continues to be respected by subsequent administrations, even if that were his objective, doing what he said he was going to do would be counter to his own objectives, because he would be effectively wasting his vote by writing in Ron Paul's name, 88 years old, not even running, and effectively assisting Kamala Harris in ascending to power. And Kamala Harris will literally come and grab your guns if you don't voluntarily sell them back to the government under a mandatory buyback program.
Yeah, I guess that's fear mongering. Or is she literally? Is that something that she wants to do? Is do a buyback?
I dislike when people misuse the word literally. She will not literally come and grab your guns. Don't say that, because that's not what will happen. I hate the slowly but surely have the corruption of the world. Literally, I don't like how it can now mean its opposite. Okay, that's a colossal failure as far as language is concerned.
It's too late though. Literally is far gone. Yeah,
I know it's too late.
It's
but I will
literally figurative, okay?
Yeah, literally is now figurative. It's amazing.
I don't care that we lost the battle, Fox. I am making a last stand on his field with my personal
refuge. He's standing in front of everyone.
Okay, I will die on this hill.
But regarding policy that both Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and now her VP pick, Tim Walz, all believe in, is very much requisition of firearms from people that are deemed undesirable.
You see, now that is an example of that's the kind of thing. Now, before I would just believe, I would be like, oh, okay, that's what they wanted, or I would not disbelieve. I'd disbelieve the right-wing guy saying, oh, they want to take back all the guns because he's just being hyperbolic, right? That's what I think.
Hydra is literally being hyperbolic.
But
in
the thing is,
sense.
He's quiet now. He's muted. Rosales.
I'm still being remembered. I am still getting used to a brand new monitor and a brand new mechanical keyboard. I can't always unmute as quickly. I am in a completely different position, in a completely different chair, in a completely different posture, using completely different peripheries. Okay, reaction time will be sluggish. I'm sorry.
He's actually upside down when he's typing, guys. Like he's
actually literally upside down. I'm literally in Australia.
Figuratively, literally upside down.
Well, anyway, the thing is, we were talking about that changing my mind thing, and one of the things that I would just always brush off was, abortion at 9 months, that sort of thing. I would brush that off. I know it's not absolutely every state that they were looking for that, but that was how far they went, and it just seemed so ridiculous to me that I dismissed it. So a mandatory buyback seems so ridiculous to me that
it won't happen. That won't happen.
But it's like
that it just, sorry.
they wanted to.
Sure, they very much, like, I'm sure that some of them actually do straight up want to. But regarding what is realistic, just
That's
like
what I'm
getting a nationwide abortion ban, it just ain't gonna happen. Especially
wanting
since,
something and passing laws are two very different.
Enforcing it
very
is gonna
much
be
so.
fucking despicable. It's gonna be hell. Like, good luck.
Also,
First of all, you
multiple
need
other
a new
states have
bureau,
tried
all
it.
of these agents that's gonna check on people, necessary punishment if they disobey. Like, have you not learned? Like,
Oh, that's already happening.
You can't just be the nation that tried to do prohibition and then not learn from it. Okay. Enforcing things is very difficult sometimes,
and more frequently not worth it. Just
depending
not
on the
worth it.
state. Depending on the state, there are already laws in place that you can be reported by your neighbors, and they can will then have reasonable cause for the police to show up at your house and remove your firearms from your home because of endangerment from your children. Depending on the state, most of the Pacific Northwest states, except for a couple, like based Montana, they have laws in place that are, if you have a gun on the same level as you have children, even if it's in a safe, if there is a report, they are allowed to legally remove your guns from your home and confiscate them. You can even look this up. This is stuff that has been happening over the past year.
Okay, that's pretty bad. I understand where the concern comes from. You know, firearms and children are one of those combos that are very explosive and not nice unless you.
But even if they're secured, is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and that's obviously, if you really want this to happen, fine, but then you should have the exception of unless the firearm is reasonably secured, like in a safe or something, you know. I understand.
It is linked to red flag laws. Yes, Benjamin, it is built on the same framework, but the framework for red flag laws are a lot more useful than what I'm talking about. Because if someone has a history of being violently angry and threatening to kill people, why would you let that person own a gun?
Yeah, that seems kind of common sense.
Pretty much, yep.
Anyway.
Program, and you know what a mandatory buyback program is? It's confiscation. So even in light of Kyle Rittenhouse's objectives, his chosen strategy is absolutely counterproductive. Now, I can understand what he's feeling. I can understand what he's thinking. And he thinks this is the principled approach. There's a principle in French. It's an expression called "Pourquoi mourir pour une cause quand il y en a plusieurs?" Now, that translates loosely into...
He lost it a moment. He started speaking French.
Is he okay?
Don't invoke the surrender monkeys. I thought the immediate the point is
no.
It's done.
That was not surrender monkey. That was Quebecois. It's even worse.
No, it's French. Who cares?
This is the principled approach. There's a principle in French. It's an expression called "Pourquoi mourir pour une cause quand il y en a plusieurs?" Now that translates loosely into the very cowardly principle of why die for one cause when there are so many. That's not exactly the life philosophy that I think should be adopted by people. I would opt more for that line out of the movie Colors with Robert Duvall and Sean Penn, where Robert Duvall is trying to teach the young Sean Penn a lesson, and he tells him the story about the baby bull and the papa bull. And the baby bull of the papa bull, they're at the top of a valley and they're looking down at a bunch of cows. And the baby bull says to the papa bull, "Hey, Dad, let's run down there and procreate with one of those cows." And then the papa bull says, "No, son, let's walk down and procreate with all of them." Procreate was not the word used in the movie, but you get the idea. Kyle Rittenhouse is sort of jumping onto the...
No, it's a short video. He wants to monetize it nicely.
Woof.
But he's talking about guns, so I don't know how.
Way to demonetize us, Charles.
I cursed like 7 times before. But
no, it just doesn't make sense. The
context of the word "fuck" is fine.
Mm-hmm.
If I said it the way he was saying it, it'd be a little bit different.
Mm.
It's because
not the word
his public face, he does not swear in public. He doesn't swear on video. That's what he's known for. One of the things he's known for.
Charles, I have a much more important question. Why is your face so red? Is that because of the video?
Oh, you should have seen it earlier.
It's actually better than it was.
He had his antagonist hat on, and it took him to hell earlier.
He has been now painted as the generic enemy. He has a health bar floating above his head. We need the little target lock point on his nose or something.
Let's walk down and procreate with all of them. Procreate was not the word used in the movie, but you get the idea. Kyle Rittenhouse is sort of jumping onto the, I'm going to go gung-ho, show them what my principles are, and burn bridges. Instead of the slower approach, I'm going to walk slowly and get more than what I want. Now, I responded with a tweet saying, look, he's allowed to have his opinions. He's allowed to express them publicly. By expressing them publicly, he is inviting others to offer their responses to his expression of his political views. But that's where it should end among adults. I disagree with the philosophy. I disagree with the strategy, but that's where it ends. Mature adults are not the rabid revolution devouring themselves. It's not the idiotic circular firing squad. The idea being there, everyone shoots each other when you start picking on a target in the center. So I said, strategically, philosophically, I've got a problem with what Rittenhouse is doing. More useful than putting out that video saying, I am formally burning bridges, cutting ties, would have been a more preemptive one saying, I'm thinking of burning bridges. I'm thinking of cutting ties if Donald Trump does not convince me that he is good on defense of the Second Amendment. So in order to do that, why not put someone in his administration like a Ron Paul? Ron Paul might be a little too old, but someone like a Ron Paul. Put someone like a Ron Paul in his administration. Put a little pressure on the Trump campaign to make sure that a Trump administration will be good on the Second Amendment and give them the window of opportunity to react to someone who is a prominent figure in the movement. That would have been the more judicious move for Rittenhouse to adopt if he wanted to, in fact, effect policy change within the Trump campaign instead of taking the radical, I'm cutting bridges right now because that's what I think is the principled thing to do. It is, but it's also sort of a young juvenile thing to do. It's not what many would call 3D or 4D chess. It's just the young knee-jerk reaction, and I can't blame him for it.
I hate
and
this.
You hate this?
Okay, so the whole...
Also, hi, J-Mac.
This is not 3D chess or 4D chess. Comes with the assumption that the people working in the government are smart. And that these people are working with these clever 4D chess strategies.
Not just smart, but they organize a coherent strategy. That's more importantly. That's the assumption there.
Yes, so this is the same thing that they do with Trump, where they're both sides of the aisle will be like, this dude is so clever, so cleverly evil that he's able to do these things, and he's planned it all. When I just utterly reject the idea. It bothers me when people use these terms because it's assuming that everyone has to think like they're in a political debate movie. And very few people actually do. I would think personally.
I can see that. I can see Kyle not thinking that way. Like you can say, I would have said this, and because that's how you change stuff. It's like he didn't even think, how do I change this? He was just like, what is my opinion? That's it. I feel like that's as close as you can get to this, what occurred within him. It's just, this was my opinion and I'm voting and I'm going to say so. And I want people to do what I'm doing. Maybe that you can even tack that on. But otherwise, yeah. Also, I think that this, even if he said, look, I know that the no takebacks does make it sound horrid as well, but I think even if he dared,
I think it sounded like he said something like he dropped the N-word or something.
Sounds young.
It's not the same.
Yeah, he does sound young. But if he just questioned, I think the result would be the same. They would act as if he condemned Trump and said hell to all MAGA people, and that's another thing. I feel like it doesn't really matter how he phrased it. The fact that he wasn't Trump is the problem.
Tell me you're not a cult without telling me you're not a cult.
And he's like, this is how you should do it. Okay, go.
It's not a cult. They just really like him.
Yep.
He then had some discussions with the Trump administration or the Trump campaign in the wake of that video, and he had some assurances during those conversations, apparently, that he then confirmed later by way of tweet, assuring Rittenhouse that a future Trump administration will be good in defense of the Second Amendment. So he ultimately got to the same result. I just think he got there a little bit harder than he had he adopted a more judicious approach. But the bottom line, people, we are mature adults. People can express varying political opinions without it being the line in the sand. We have to cancel this person. There are certain issues that would be the line in the sand. Saying, for example, I support gender-affirming care in children would be a line in the sand that I think would deserve political cancellation. Saying I can no longer support Trump because of critique that has already been leveled against Trump, well, I might disagree with it. I might think it's counterproductive. I might think it's counterintuitive, but it's not a cancelable offense, and we need to not act like a bunch of rabid children. So with that said, at the end of the day, Rittenhouse turned around. It was a rather fast turnaround given his video from the night before, but I think it was the right, understandable, predictable thing to do. And I think he learned a little bit about strategy, about not burning bridges before you have to, about not burning bridges unless it's absolutely necessary, and playing a little diplomacy instead of playing the cutting off the nose to spite your face because of principles. So that's where we're at right now. I think Rittenhouse is a good kid. He's a young kid. He's still got a lot to learn, and people need to be a little forgiving, a little understanding, and a little more nuanced in how they address the ideas that they disagree with in the people that they once liked. With that said, if you like what I do, make sure that you are liked, shared, subscribed, drop a comment in the comment section because it feeds the algorithm. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you can see when I put up a video. And if you don't like my videos, put a thumbs down and let me know why you don't like it. But more important than anything, get out there, exercise, sunlight, eat healthy, talk to people in real life. If you want to support the channel and what we do here, go to vivabarneslaw.locals.com.
Make sure you go outside, especially during fire season, folks. That smoke inhalation is great. Or you can just be a member and partake in the massive, wonderful, above-average law community. But that's it. Sunday night. Do you guys deal with fire season over there? I know Dorkus does.
It's awesome. Thank you for being here. Get up there.
And like where you're at, Charles, breathing hurts anyway. So I don't know.
That's quite a big fish.
That's smog. That's not fire.
Smog.
Oh, J-Mac, if your opinion on Carl's innocence would change if he were a
Vaushite sock them, yes.
Then you don't actually care about self-defense and not just a cult like as crazy as the left. Yes, exactly. So many people have political brain rot. It's sad. It was really off-putting. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly earlier on. You mentioned Darling as well said you shouldn't care about Kyle Rittenhouse because he believes what you believe. It should
be the principle of him being allowed to defend himself. Instead, it turned into yet another just team issue of team sports and playing for the team and you not supporting our leader of our team instead of the, hey, we are going to talk about the principle, how that will be achieved, etc. What is that?
It's a fish. You should know what those things are.
No, I know what they are, but what is the guy? Oh, okay, I understand.
His son caught a fish. It's
okay.
Awesome.
I'm
what is that?
Fine. For a second, I don't know.
That was awesome.
Jay, Arizona is hotter right now
warm.
than
it's
Dubai.
A desert.
Like ours is 37 degrees. So let me just check here.
That's triple digits.
I think we made it through a 10-minute video in record time, guys.
Nicely done. It's 99 degrees.
Oh,
99.93999.
I'm rounding up.
Yeah.
Where I'm at, let's see.
Okay, so it's great to hear from people that are in the heat as much as I am because yeah, I don't go out much. I don't go outside much. In case you guys didn't realize, I'm transparent for a reason.
It is 89 degrees here, so I'm getting up there. I have
temperature
fans hitting me right now. I'm glad that you guys can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Good.
Well, so basically, the conclusion of the Kyle Rittenhouse bullying is don't do that.
I couldn't find the tweet from Marjorie Taylor Greene, but man, I wanted to lambast her for it because she publicly said that Kyle Rittenhouse should fucking shut up. Like that was the whole. I was like, why? And the comments under that comment were interesting to say the least. But like you guys said, Twitter is not representative of real life.
Dorkus.
How long till election day?
Is someone eating chips?
Yeah, who's eating? Ooh.
Dorkus.
What kind of
All
chips
right.
and can you share?
Not eating chips, just moving a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Live.
Pretty big thing.
Very sorry.
It was the plastic sound.
Oh, okay.
What?
We're
Jay?
going to go in.
Sorry, what?
Jay, wouldn't it be more constructive if most of our collective labor went to making sure we have a functioning infrastructure and everyone's basic needs are fulfilled instead of being wasted on the further enrichment of the capitalist class? Everyone is part of the capitalist class because we're
Literally
all
everyone.
Yeah. There's no like, in my opinion, the capitalist, there's no like a bunch of communists that live in poverty. Actually, you know what, if you're gonna go and be a communist, you will live in poverty.
You don't want to, hold on, let's phrase that differently.
Go, phrase it.
The capitalist class, you don't really, I wouldn't say something like, oh, it's the political philosophy or economic orientation class, you know, the capitalist class.
Does the
It's not how I
capitalist
would
class
phrase
get on the flight earlier?
No, actually, but they have to make sure that they have all their vaccines and wearing 3 masks before they get on there.
Yeah.
But I do want infrastructure and basic needs to be covered. That's a good idea.
I like roads as much as other people. You know what makes roads better though?
Who likes
when they're privately
roads?
owned. Privately owned ones are maintained better and most of the time do not require tolls. Sorry to bust your bubble, Twitch guy.
Oh no.
Relax. Now you're chasing people out.
But J-Mac actually said
Public
something
enemy
about
number
what
one has been
might have been a
declared.
parody account
Please
that I
do
was
not
talking about.
swarm to disagree.
Whoa. Hydra and Bima, what'd you say?
So J-Mac said in the chat that I might have fallen for a parody account for Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not sure about that, but I would need to find out.
Okay.
Because apparently Jay fell for it too. It's just so happened that 2 Jays were speaking at the same time, one on Twitch with wildly different ideals than the other Jay.
Yeah, exactly. Our last bit that I want to go over for the Kyle Rittenhouse thing is this. If we're going to talk about bad responses, this guy was the most unhinged to me, just the way he worded stuff. So this is apparently his last thing on Kyle Rittenhouse. MAGA banded together to support that kid when no one else would. Okay, I think people are like, yes. And you've also said, Bimo, that a lot of the people that went against him as well were they didn't.
We're not people that publicly donated, at least.
Yeah, exactly. So they did. We crowdfunded for his legal defense, which literally literally kept him out of jail. If after all that he was going to use the platform that MAGA built him to sit there and say people should vote against Trump.
He's too dangerous to be platformed, guys. We cannot platform this extremist and violent radical voice, guys. Where have I heard this before?
Going to use then that's absolutely wrong, vile, and disgusting. Wow. And one can only imagine, given that it was posted by a gun organization's founder, that this could have been turned into a targeted campaign. You don't post the video for no reason.
It was a targeted campaign.
Yeah, that's
against him.
That message. No, but the thing is, he had that message. He meant what he was saying for as long as he was saying it.
I'm sure
as long as you are, which was not very long.
But again, everybody is also just acting as if he's now suddenly like, yay, Kamala Harris. Like, hello? But if you're not with Trump, I suppose that is the voting principle of like, if you're not voting for Trump, you're voting against him. It's the same way if you paid someone to go through college and they sit there and graduate, and then when they get the degree, say, fuck you, don't need you anymore. You'd want to destroy them. Okay, hold on.
Excuse me, you want to destroy them? That's a bit of a jump.
Some terminally online behavior and vernacular going on.
It's the same way if you paid for someone to go through college and please,
you would want
if that is your reaction that you'd want to destroy them, you have problems with being an adult. Sure, you can have the very negative wow, holy shit, fuck you reaction, but you'd want to destroy them. What is this? Like r/petty revenge? Is this a Reddit post about like I'm gonna put whatever in my exes because I can't get over the Jesus, what kindergarten behavior is this? I cannot I cannot
We shall
comprehend the
destroy
pettiness.
him. He is against us. We shall destroy him.
I need you
So-
guys to
Really
imagine
gross.
this guy, like his voice when you're reading this. Imagine Invader Zim speaking.
Really? I wish we can. Any of you guys do that voice?
I wish I could. I wish
I
I
love
could.
Invaderism's voice. Do you realize we're big?
Yeah, I
You
can't.
do it. Go, go.
No, I'm not gonna. I can't.
Was I harsh? Absolutely. That's not enough. That's too much. I can't do it.
He gets to a high register I can't reach.
Yeah. That's why I'm
But
like,
the
is that
amount of
even a
passion.
real voice? Yeah. Did you realize we need Rosales? I think he would be able to do it.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
Jay
where
can do
we
it.
invite J-Mac to come on just to do Zim's voice, and
Just
then
to
we can
do.
pick
Do you guys
Do
want
it.
him to?
Send him the link.
him. Gur is the easy one.
I love Gur. Oh my gosh, Gur is my favorite.
But anyways, this dude is terminally online. Also, when all of this was going on, this dude was against Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
when the court was going on, they accused him of faking his tears, just like a bunch of other people were at the time. Like he's flip-flopped on this quite a bit. Ooh, Treebeard. I also appreciate a good Treebeard impression. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat too much. So Benjamin Anonymous, or as I know who you are, sir, but I will keep your name anonymous because you say you are anonymous. Failing to ensure solidarity in the ranks is a recipe for handing victory to the enemy.
That
Okay,
is
so
that sounds like
where
something out of a
is the
KGB
solidarity, though?
guidebook. Okay, that's solidarity in the ranks. You're not gonna achieve that by running by just running around utterly policing people into the ground for the slightest disagreement. The approach that was taken and the reaction that was produced, I wouldn't use the word solidarity.
Let's see here. If anyone, so let's finish. Sorry, what was I harsh? That's the only way. Oh, I don't see the confusion here. Clearly, Kyle saw he was wrong for that post and backtracked, so he's good. See, no.
He backtracked because people told him to kill himself.
Yeah.
And look, I would like to think that argument that Frey gave, that Fry or whatever, however you say his name,
Fry.
Vera Fry, if that argument is persuasive, so I would like to think that could be something that changed his mind, but I don't think that is. I think it was just shut the fuck up. Well, say you're sorry and zip it, because these people are crazy. So I think that's what happened. The way that this is so unhinged, the way that he says, that's the only way. Wow. Did he realize it would be a big mistake and then backtracked? Absolutely. We're fighting against communists. The protest votes were fine in the primary, but not against Kamala. If anyone didn't like it, sorry you were offended, but we have a country to save. Oh my goodness. And the only person with a chance of saving it is Trump. Okay, relax. Okay.
Trump is our savior.
We have
Trump
to win.
Jesus Christ, come back.
We have to win this election above all else. You can't drone on about principles. Oh my God. No, that's the worst sentence.
I also hate this because this is the language that is used literally every election, that this one is what will prevent our democracy from being destroyed.
Yeah, we're saving the
every
democracy.
election is the final election, didn't you know?
This is the most important election of our lives. No, this is the most important. Actually, this one's only kind of important, but really not that important.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got confirmation. That was a parody account from Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Okay.
Oh.
Unless she deleted it. I have no proof that she has it on her page anymore, at least. And the other one doesn't have it either. Sorry.
I want to echo what Rosales said here. I've gotten the impression that that Kyle Rittenhouse does not pick very good advisors. So it wouldn't surprise me if someone had encouraged him to
like a Trump move.
Video. Yeah.
You know what he said about Trump about not having very good advisors. That applies to Kyle as well.
I don't know about this turning. Look, elections are important, voting is important, and yes, the future of your country is very important. But I don't think it helps people remain calm and think and interact intellectually when you're telling them the world will end if you don't vote for the person that you want them to vote for. It's sad. That's all.
It's the same type of thing, the same type of hyperbolic talking points that you get every election in the US or every presidential election. For the past 12 years or so, immigration and the border has been used as an argument to try and get right wingers into power. Like this even was a thing for Bush. Though granted, I was not a voting citizen when Bush was around. I was a wee kiddo. But there's these talking points get brought up every election, and then not much happens. So it at least for me as a voter, when I hear these things, especially like that the world will end if you don't vote for me, I just stop caring. I'm so turned off.
The fact that that we are saying principles are a weakness, that's saddening, basically. Here we get this. He did a great thing in Kenosha. It was a heroic moment. I'm sorry, that's not also how I would characterize that. Don't say that. He did a great thing in Kenosha.
Okay.
Like it was a heroic moment. No, stop it. This was not like a war that there were two sides and they all squared up and then he saved his brethren and whatever. This
he
was a
performed
riot.
a heroic action when he shot two people. It's like it was a legal self-defense. I mean, he did.
I think he did the right thing when he was defending himself.
But you don't call it a
but it's not like it's
moment.
a good thing. Nobody's gonna say he did a great thing. Get the fuck out, man.
Well, hold on. I can steelman this because he killed a pedophile.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
well,
that's
sorry.
That's it. Yeah.
But it's not still. I wouldn't call that heroic because he didn't. The pedophiles don't deserve the painless death that was given. To
that's
them.
true.
Okay? I would prefer a circular saw straight up the middle. I think that's what pedophiles deserve. But that's my personal opinion.
I would say, wasn't it drawn and quartered the way that they did those in the old days that they ripped people apart? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, we can
horses.
we can get back into our changing our mind discussion about the death penalty and the all the things around that. But
that could be another thing.
Yeah. But anyway, hope he gets on the trail with Trump now. He's gotten his head right. He has a big voice and should use it for good.
He got on his head right, and
he got his.
All of this is just flowery language for he once again agrees with me on everything that I think is important. Let's go.
I like this as well. You realize it wasn't only MAGA; it was all liberty-minded, pro-Second Amendment conservatives. MAGA is just a part of that group. Thank you. That's what I mean. It's not a monolith, but everyone just decided if you wear that hat. Or you must wear that hat. If you are a conservative, then you are MAGA, which is something that also upsets people when you collectivize them all over the place. Conservatives as well get this. It's like
you are all part of the big blob of the evil, guys. Okay, there is no nuance. You are all enemies.
It's the same thing. We should be aware that we don't do that with Democrats as well. You don't just decide that now all Democrats are want to trans your kids kind of thing.
And want to take away your guns, all of them.
That's like you need the reasonable voices within the Democrats to be allowed to speak. But when you foster this kind of environment where you can't disagree within your tribe, then what? That's when you start getting that. When you get people deciding that this is the whole take for the whole of the Democrats. They're like if you watch what's his name, Amir Odom. He's a gay,
no clue who that is.
Conservative guy, and he gets so much hate as well. And so does Blair, obviously. That they're supposed to be part of the left. I think he actually likes Trump, so he's not even a Democrat. But thing is, he has Democrats in his audience, and he is like he's trying to get people to have a reasonable take on these things. Anyway.
So House of the Dragon?
Yes, so I'll now edit the title. Let's see if it'll let me edit it.
Could I actually, right before we, one small thing, it won't take long, but it is near and dear to both Kitteh and I's hearts. Can I address that before House of the Dragon?
Yeah, sure.
I'm asking Dorkus for permission.
What are you trying to address?
It's about Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Because there are now some video demonstrations on how the weapons work. I don't know if you've seen these, Kitteh.
Gameplay.
Yeah, I haven't watched them. Shall we watch them now?
100% yes.
Okay.
I think we should. So I have them up right now, so I can just share them.
Asmund Gold was like, "I'm so playing this." I'm like, "Listen, you should be playing it."
He enjoyed Monster Hunter World, so
also,
he had better.
Also, tomorrow is a public holiday. It's Women's Day in South Africa.
Ooh.
So I'm going to.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What you guys don't have to cook dinner?
No.
I'm sorry.
It means that the women actually stood up against apartheid. So
there you go.
But what that means is I'm going to be doing some stuff around, but I'm just thinking because everybody's doing Return to World, I'm going to jump into Monster Hunter tomorrow. Yeah.
Wait.
And
tomorrow.
Which reminds me that you guys should. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow sometime. Which reminds me that you guys should subscribe to my gaming channel, please. It's not doing anything yet, but that's where all the gaming streams will eventually land up.
The cat has entered the stream.
I'm just trying to.
Everyone should be playing No Man's Sky. I'm sorry, you can't get me to play that game. I would be so bored. But I'm glad that you love it.
How dare? Okay, I played No Man's Sky recently, and my only problem with that is that they fucked up the inventory system so that the Switch users wouldn't complain, and they took away a bunch of my OP shit that I grounded out back in the good old days. But that's my. I'll stop complaining. Okay.
That's okay. You can have me complaining about Warframe the same way.
I'm excited for Black Myth Wukong.
Yes, me too.
I hope it turns out really well.
Okay, so sweet, crossplay confirmed. I just realized that.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, this is not where the gaming stream will be tomorrow, but that we just need to get some subscribers over there. Please just that on.
Yes, join the gaming channel. I'm just refreshing my page because for some reason the videos aren't wanting to.
And yes, and also these other channels, the Thinkers Gaming channel, where we will be doing Thinkers Gaming, which is group gaming of a sort. Oh my gosh, my old channel stuff.
How funny, Kitteh. I also made a No One Asked You gaming channel.
We need to.
Apparently, my internet is really frustrated with me. So if you wanted to open it up.
Okay. Do I just go to the?
So just go to Monster Hunter, their Twitter.
Okay.
They have right now. They've got the gun lance, and they have the greatsword and focus mode, and the insect glaive.
I love insect glaive. Okay.
Good man.
Wow, I like gaming.
Let's go here. Is
Congrats,
that it?
Item Wizard.
Hey, 230 pounds.
This man
Nicely
is an
done.
inspiration to us all. I watched his journey from the very
I
beginning.
could almost shot put you.
Okay, so crossplay confirmed. Well done.
That was in June.
That was in June. How have we not learned that?
I completely forgot about it. So it should be
Okay.
right below that.
So look, this is what I'm going to be doing. They're obviously having their own stream now, but I'm going to return to World because I still have to complete that freaking game.
Right there
Okay,
is the gun lance.
let's go Gunlance.
So rise up, gun lance users in the chat. The probably one of them that use it.
Listen, a reminder for everybody who gives a shit about Monster Hunter, which should be everybody. I am doing all the weapons to 100. So the fact that to 100 is in 100 completed quests with each weapon class. And so, yes, Gunlance is not my main, but I want to play. I'm going to do the same thing.
Also, notice the armor.
Let's see.
So that looks like there's some Teostra armor on there.
Yo.
Or actually, that's not Teostra armor. That looks like it's the ingot set.
Look, it's got fur on it. Look at it.
That's a new attack right there. So I've used gun lance before. It's not my favorite. Switch axe is my favorite, but
I actually like Gunlance.
I looked at some comments about this, and there was a guy named Rurikon who's really well known for being the gun lance guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is Gunlance EX," and he was very hyped about it.
Okay, tongue's gonna get me, bro. This gameplay is unrealistic. Nobody's falling over in karting.
I want to show Kitteh West of Loathing. I think she'd love it.
Absolutely, 100%. It's a great game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's just so much fun. This game is just so. Monster Hunter is just the best. Oh, that's new. That's new. That's new.
Yes, it is. It's funny because it's technically a move that you could do with the lance. Do the whole charge move.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
My favorite one though is what they showed with the greatsword, which is a little further, but it should be the insect glaive next. There
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh. Okay, so insect glaive story time. Insect glaive was my first weapon that I've mained.
Did you start with playing World, or did you play it in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate? Sorry,
No, I
4
did World.
Ultimate.
I was a proper normie that my first introduction to Monster Hunter was World. World, you know, it opened people up to Monster Hunter. I was one of those people. A friend just said there are cats in this game, and then I said, okay.
Oh, that was the honey lure.
Yeah,
That's
and then
all she wrote.
I never looked back. I was in Destiny. I was playing Destiny every day, and I was doing the daily quests every day. I was on there, and then this game came along, and it ruined everything.
Ruined everything.
I can't play Destiny anymore. Okay, so I'm not a fan of the round thing at the end. Okay, but whatever. I guess it's all for.
It's what it originally looked like.
Yeah. Okay, it's the health thing. The bug. Yeah, the Kinsect. That's for health. That's another thing with when you have that giving you health. Oh my god. Oh,
it's so good.
And you're basically just flying all the time. You're like and you're jumping around. Yeah.
If you like the insect glaive, play the insect glaive in Rise.
Yeah. I haven't played it. Yeah, I haven't played it in Rise that much. I think I played it once.
So, what's this guy called? This is a new creature, but he functions just like what is that mud dragon one?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it called?
Yeah, no. He's like the mudfish. Yes. Oh, okay. What
Did you
was
see the little spin move?
There. Wow.
That's new.
Oh, that one on the thing, the one over, slap, 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 slap. Sorry, that one.
So
That
good.
one still exists. Yeah, it exists before. Hold on, this thing over here. That.
Your daughter is
that
super excited about Monster Hunter. Why aren't you excited about Monster
Yeah,
Hunter,
Jay.
Jay?
What the hell? Your
What the
daughter
heck?
knows what's right.
Your daughter has good taste. You should
Listen
take
to your
after her.
daughter, J-Mac.
Is that?
There is a great sword one as well.
Oh, heavy bow
There's
gun.
a heavy bow gun.
I'm currently doing. I think I'm doing light bow gun in Monster Hunter World at the moment. I'm on like 30.
So it sounds like they're completely doing like custom builds with the heavy bow gun. I heard.
Okay.
But I haven't seen this video, so I might be wrong.
I listen. I don't really enjoy it. Actually, I enjoy heavy bow gun, more than light bow gun, but I don't enjoy bow gun.
Ooh.
Okay, show us the special move. Yes.
Focus mode. The focus mode is really neat. That's the new wounding mechanic.
So what does it do?
It's basically how scout flies work. Scout flies will show you weak spots that you've created.
Okay.
And you get
you gotta
special
have-
moves. You get special moves that right there it shows focus mode. It'll describe it a little better than I can. It's choppy because we're using StreamYards.
Yep.
Focus mode allows you to carefully aim your attacks or guards. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Smack!
There's a sword and shield.
Attacks or guards
the
you perform
butt.
in focus will be will be directed where the camera is facing. Yeah. Okay. That tongue is gonna freaking annoy me, man.
I'm so excited for this greatsword.
Smack!
Where's the animation? When's it gonna do it?
Focus mode will also highlight any weak points that monsters have exposed. Focus strike. Ooh.
There it is. Is that cool or what?
Nice.
I'm looking
Okay.
forward to seeing how it all works, and then watching it happen in 1080p to 4K 60 FPS rather than this stream.
Yeah, sorry.
But the great sword is the one I'm excited for because it's the great sword, and for those who don't know what the great sword is, it's the big slashy thing. It does big number, but now there's little things that you can do with it, like you can actually aim your true charge slash, because your true charge slash. Try saying that 10 times fast.
True charge slash.
You literally flip over yourself. You hit the weapon down, it hits the ground, you flip over the weapon and then do another strike. And you can now aim both of those slashes when you couldn't before.
I don't know if that will improve my gameplay, but I'm here for you guys to do that while I die. Like, aiming just is not my thing.
I've never played, but I know sword and shield is best. You shut your mouth, CPAP.
Actually, it could be switch. No, I think I've got
Generally,
switch axe.
yes, it's true.
It's switch axe. God, I always forget how to say it because it's not sword and shield. It's
the charge blade.
Charge blade. That's it. Charge blade and glaive. Those are my three that are just absolutely just.
I'm on the other side of the spectrum with the middle ground being the switch axe. And then I go with the long sword, the great sword, or the hammer.
The hammer, oh my gosh, the hammer is so much fun as well. I have so much fun with Monster Hunter. I actually just want to go and play Monster Hunter right now. But
we have House of the Dragon to talk about.
Stream it while we talk about House of the Dragon.
You could have made. Oh, that's so right. I need to change the. But you see, sorry, Dorkus had a good suggestion for the name of the stream. Carl Rittenhouse of the Dragon. It would have worked, but
that deserves a golf clap.
Stupid.
But yeah, okay. So House of the Dragon. Who's watched it? I think it's just us two.
I think it's yours and Dorcas's turn.
A disappointing season with some really wonderful moments.
Have you watched House of the Dragon?
No.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Until it was better not to.
Good man. Admirable, truly. Not even
Lucky.
joking here if it sounds like it.
Yeah, so thoughts?
I thought
We
one
have them.
episode in this... Go on.
No, go ahead.
I thought one episode in the season was unironically one of the best Game of Thrones episodes out there. It was the one where Otto Hightower is fired, essentially. Some amazing performances. And there were some really wonderful scenes throughout the whole season. The acting, for the most part, was fantastic. There were a lot of scenes that I just don't think should have been in there. Felt very season 8 Game of Thronesy. Mostly the ones between Rhaenyra and Alicent. I found those to be disappointing. Generally speaking, it was a very slow burn season. I've heard the joke that season 2 is basically a trailer for season 3. Which I find humorous and not entirely inaccurate. I did feel as if after the season 1 cliffhanger, we were being set up for a very action-heavy season, so I was a bit disappointed. I did like the dragon fight that we got. I wish it was oddly paced in the sense that I feel like there could have been a whole episode dedicated to the Corlys and his bastards stuff, and then there was there could have been a whole episode dedicated to all of the Eerie stuff, and then there could have been a whole episode. There were better options, and I wonder how much of that was a consequence of being reduced from 10 episodes to 8.
Yeah, I was expecting 10 episodes. That's what I was, and then I realized, oh shit, it actually ends the next thing. Yeah, you're right. That's why I actually do want to. It's made me want to finish the diagrams. Completely, whether I do it in a stream or not. I want to do that because I want to also just look at them and go, what could we have moved around storyboard wise?
Yeah.
But obviously you can't move too much around because there is a historical timeline that they're supposed to go through. But yeah, I feel like the last episode, as much as I don't want them to rush, it is rushed in the last episode. They actually tie up a lot of. They even bring in a new story in the last episode. They bring in the person that the guy that he fights. It's a she person. She's she's supposed to be. No man, what's her name?
Yeah.
It's a he, she?
The philosophy.
Yes, it's Ty. Yeah, she actually really did well. I enjoyed her.
No, there's an actual YouTuber.
Lohar.
Yeah,
there's a YouTuber in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I actually when the worst acting is by Massaria, you're very happy to see acting that's not crap. Okay.
I will I will defend Mazaria as an actress, but her writing was terrible. The writing for the character was just awful. Every scene was the same. It was all gassing up. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
go on with that.
No, that's right. No, but yeah, as for the new the Loha thing and all of that, that's like a new story. That's been introduced. Okay, like we're getting that whole vibe there. It's new, and then it feels tacked on. And if there were 10 episodes, maybe we could have felt a bit better about spending that time rather than in the last episode. But that being said as well, I don't want them to put a battle into another battle into season 2 just for the sake of it. I'm like very timid about what I want them to do. I'm like, it's okay, you can take your time. It's cool. Shh. Don't try and put it all into one. That's what I was about. I know it was a huge letdown for most people because there was such a build up, but I'm still going to watch season 3, and I'm very excited to watch season 3.
I was really disappointed with the Reyna sheep stealer story stuff.
Is that because of the book?
A little bit. I have this irksome feeling that what she does in this season will be framed as good in the next season. And she abandoned her wards. So I have to withhold judgment on this irksome feeling that I have until season 3 is out. But foreboding. It is a foreboding feeling that it's just going to be framed all wrong.
Yeah, that it's so cool that she went and got the dragon, and it's good because we have an extra dragon, and who cares if she just abandoned the children?
Yeah,
I already within the episode, I was like, wait, so really nobody's looking for her? She just ran off, and everything's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
it's not like she's royalty.
Yeah, at all. So I'm just that's what I was like. Cool. I understood. I want to listen. I'm a normie, man. Go find the dragon. I want you to find the dragon. Let's go. But make it a bit more believable that the people are trying to find you and whatever. She's just wandering around, and they didn't show anyone looking for her. Like she just walked off.
It was weird. I really, really love the actor for Ulf the White. But I found and his part in the dinner scene I really loved, but I was very frustrated by the miscommunication regarding killing innocents, because it sounded to me like Rhaenyra was talking about fighting enemy soldiers, not like doing wanton violence. But Bela seemed to take what Rhaenyra had said as killing innocents. And having read the book, I know what they're setting up with that scene. It just really bothers me because the dialogue to get there just didn't make sense to me.
It didn't justify
killing enemy soldiers. Killing the enemy soldiers should not be misconstrued as killing innocents.
Yeah.
And I don't think, if I said we're going to go kill a bunch of enemy soldiers, unless I misunderstood what Rhaenyra said, if I said that to someone and they said, wait, we're going to go kill innocents, the logical thing to say in response would be, what? No, I said soldiers. Did you not listen?
Or she's like, oh, well, it's unfortunate, we have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
She's like, okay.
So that's like people talking. That's like the writers having them talk at each other without actually hearing what they were saying because they want to hit the certain beats that I know that they were trying to hit. They could have done that better.
Yeah, it was definitely the weakest episode, I would say. It was still a rich episode for me. There was a lot of character stuff that was happening in it.
Yes.
And that makes it watchable. That makes it not, oh my god, this is the acolyte kind of stuff.
I
yeah.
liked the Damon payoff.
Oh, I did too. Everyone's like, "Oh, he just touched the magic tree," and then it's like, no, we've had him building this whole season.
Yes.
He's been in this conflict. Actually, this is just the last bit of it, the last point where it's like he just needed that last bit of convincing. I think it was great.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time. I know some folks are saying that they spent a bit too much time, and I think that's just a consequence of the strange pacing throughout the entire season, but the moment was definitely earned.
Yeah, I'm wondering, people have said nothing happened in this season. And we're in the same place as we were in the first season. I don't believe that. We have, the fact is, that the characters have changed. Things have moved forward in that way. And I'm okay with them delaying all of this stuff because it is as if they're on the brink of nuclear war. We can't just go and do it. So one of the criticisms is that Rhaenyra they're making Rhaenyra look softer. So what do you think about that? The fact that Rhaenyra's taken so long to do this, to actually take action, that's apparently...
They are definitely slowly building that Rhaenyra is not competent, and they have definitely been turning her slowly into I think, more violent leader, or a leader who's willing to go all out on the violence. Now, I think I said this earlier, but I felt that we were going to get that violent Rhaenyra after season 1. That scene after she learns that her son was killed and she turns around looking darkly at the camera is, I think, what that signals. So I felt a little betrayed when at the start of season 2, and so how long it has taken her to get to that violent place. Again, it felt a little wonky, but I see what they're doing, and I don't have a problem with what they're doing in that sense.
Because I was gonna ask, like, I understood her movement from violent rage to, oh my god, because of the Jaehaerys being killed. That would make you pause, because it's like you want revenge, but then this child dies, and yes, it's not, you didn't order it, but it kind of happens because you wanted revenge. So that would make her shrink back from it as well, shrink back from that sort of danger, or that sort of action. That's what I saw. She's been incompetent the whole time.
Incorrect.
I think, look, from the way I view her, is not that she's incompetent. It's just that she's just been, what did they call the what do they call them? The something of Dragonstone, the diddlers of, not diddlers, the
diddlers.
Yeah. The dawdlers of Dragonstone, or whatever, that they're just sitting and doing nothing. I agree with that, but I think what the show is trying to do, and that's also why I'm wrestling. I actually want to ask you guys whether you think I should read the book, because I'm wrestling with, are they trying to make Rhaenyra's character look a certain way by giving her more time and more points, more beats along the way, to make it like, oh, but you see, she saw this and she did this and she did, so she's not that evil. I feel like, and look how much restraint she showed beforehand. That's what I'm like, when you have the Alicent and Rhaenyra scenes, that feels like that's what they're also doing. They're setting it up that these two women were eventually just pushed into it. I'm feeling that.
I think there are times when the show wants to frame Rhaenyra's unwillingness to go to war as good. And then I think there are times where the show wants to frame that unwillingness as incompetence. And it's sort of a weird episode by episode kind of a thing.
I need to go back with that in mind and look at it and rewatch it with that in mind, because I don't see. I guess I just like Rhaenyra, so
I like her too.
Yeah.
To be clear,
I like her compared to Alicent, and the thing is, I did like Alicent's. You see what this episode did do with the Alicent Rhaenyra scene, is it made Alicent look better because she kind of comes to this realization.
No, but
that,
the White Walkers, she has to. Rhaenyra has to. It's the White Walkers.
Oh God, no. We can talk about that, but also one of the things is that she didn't bring up Jaehaerys' death. That was one of the things Shad was upset about, is that she doesn't throw it right back at Rhaenyra. Listen, my grandson.
She did say. Oh yeah. Correct.
Because Rhaenyra says a son for a son, and remember that was a son for a son. It did happen, but I don't think it's that egregious because of the way they play Alicent in that scene. She's still barking her thumb and stuff like that. She's regressed. She's completely defeated. So it makes sense that she doesn't go straight there to this. Because I guess it was a sudden change, because what she's done all the time is just protect her children. But now she sees her children are basically are at each other's throats in any case, and the only thing she has is Helena, and she wants to just protect her, and that's actually the only way she can do it. I'm okay with the way Alicent turned out.
Do you think it's okay that Alicent was willing to let Aegon lose his head?
I think it makes me also wonder if look now, because I don't know the story, it makes me wonder if they're gonna, I mean, I don't know if they could do it, if they can twist it this way, that she could betray Rhaenyra. She could say that this is what she's gonna do, and then it actually turns out that
I mean, given what Aegon does in the episode, I'm excited for the possibility of Rhaenyra taking King's Landing and then going to Alicent, being like, okay, where is he? And then that miscommunication happening. That could be very exciting.
Because I was thinking, like, well, she could be saying that he's there and actually know that he's not. He left. Who knows? But yeah, they can twist it in so many different ways. That's why I actually want to ask. So my mom is reading Fire and Blood, and she was saying, she's the place that she's at is it's the Targaryen history and whatever. So she hasn't gotten to the war yet. And I was wondering, I'm really dying to read that so that I can also understand the Visenya parallels and things like that. Because that's very symbolic. They keep bringing Visenya into it and things like that. And I don't know those stories. So I'm wanting to read it, but then at the same time, I like not knowing the book.
What do you mean?
What do you recommend?
Well, what I mean, there are things in the book that are changed. There are things that are in the book that are expanded upon in wonderful ways. The book, the war itself is 20 pages or so, and some of it's reliable, some of it is not reliable. The show is very much doing its own thing and expanding on different ideas. I don't think you would necessarily be spoiling yourself just because of what changes and why it changes and how it changes.
Well, I think as well, the
book is not about the Targaryens.
Exactly,
war. It's about all of the Targaryens.
And there's no dialogue.
Not exactly, no.
Yeah, it's like a historical recounting. It's not like it's just this person went here and then they did this and then they did this and they did this. So I have to get the book to just see what it's like. But because what I'm trying to marry here is that, like, you have these historical records, and one of the things that they've done in the show is Rhaenyra says to Alicent, history will paint you a villain or whatever, and describes how they're going to see her. And I feel like that's them justifying what happens in the book.
I'm on the right side of history.
Oh yes, but I guess if I read the book, I would know what happens to Otto and all of that, wouldn't I?
Say that again.
I would know what happens to Otto, why Otto's in a cage.
The Otto stuff, as I recall, is different than in the books.
Okay, so the way that you marry the book with the show, because bearing in mind that George R.R. Martin is a producer on this, what weight do you give the show versus the book? Do you think that this would, it's like he's taking creative liberty because there is not this detail in the book, so he's doing all the character stuff in the show?
I'm sorry. Repeat. Can you rephrase that?
Okay. Do you think? How do you like consider the show like canonical?
Well, the show is taking the position that the events that we are watching are the events that happen, whereas the book is one historian discussing three other historians.
Mm-hmm. Lucifer says I'm correct. Yay, Lucifer! The show is canon. No, just what I'm saying is like the fact is George R.R. Martin is a producer in it, so I don't know how much influence he would have. He's not writing it. I know.
Wouldn't that be dependent on like his opinion on the show specifically?
He didn't he do a blog where he basically said, I'm really upset about Nettles not being in there, and also the dragons are all wrong, or at least the banners of the dragons are all wrong. So I think he has so well, he is very specific in that in his world dragons have 2 legs and wings. They don't have 4 legs, and the Targaryen banners all have 4 legs.
Which is, that is weird. Because literally the dragons that they have on screen are wyverns. I just imagine
the person that makes the flag is like, imagine a dragon but cooler. 4 legs.
Let me see if I can.
He's more bestial that way.
And then there are some other changes, like the Rhaena Nettles stuff. So I don't know how much him being a producer means much of anything. I do know he also said that he absolutely loved what season 1 did with Viserys, and he was jealous that he didn't give Viserys that much depth. So take that as you will.
I'm looking at my book. I'm trying to look at the banners here. My mass market has just this kind of dragon on it.
Dargan.
House of the Dargan.
Exactly.
House of the Dargan.
Or Abode of the Worm, or the other things that were said in chat that I forgot about.
Lizard Cave.
Rhaenyra's banners, so they don't have personal banners in this. It's just like they've got black and red and green, right?
A lot of people like this simpler banners.
I like simpler banners because it's like you're Targaryen. So what they did is like the green is just because of the high tower. They just put the emblem on the green, and then I think it was with Daemon that it was actually black, or was it red? It was red, wasn't it? With Daemon's thing, and then Rhaenyra wears black. The gold dragon is Aegon's personal banner. Actually, let me just see if my OSN.
Yeah, let's pull up some photos.
You can pull up some photos. I'm pulling up the actual show because I want to look at the intro and see what we can identify there.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's bring it up. Anything you're thinking, Bimo? What have you read?
Not anything related to House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, that's for sure.
Okay. So you're
I
not
read
a Game of Thrones.
Song of Ice and Fire. I read the first book once.
Okay.
And I did not like it. Because it was just not, I wasn't a fan of it. It was not
These are not
type of
movies.
Interesting.
So
it wasn't
notice
my
the
type of
two-
show or even thing. Yeah.
That's what
I've
it
been-
should look like.
I believe so, with the 2 feet.
I'm down for a seahorse banner though.
The
Okay,
most
so yeah.
vicious monster of them all, the
Mm-hmm.
seahorse.
Vicious, yes. Let's see. I like the way that
We're not
they
gonna
did
get
the intro.
dinged for this, are we?
Maybe. If we maybe
Oh,
put it
boy.
smaller. Let's put it smaller.
Yeah, much smaller.
That'll help.
How about 4x4 pixels?
What about? I just want to get the intro in. I'll put it muted as well.
Yeah, I was going to say mute that.
Dorkus, be the soundtrack. That's actually fantastic.
Oh, I
I'm
paused.
jealous now.
I paused.
I just imagined like a bunch of ducks doing the Game of Thrones opening.
Oh, someone needs to make that a meme video.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh God, I
Meow.
have something that we have to
Meow.
share after this. So
Meow, meow,
wait,
meow.
if we
Meow.
just imagery wise, okay, what's this first thing that we see here? Okay, we've got blood. That is what I like King's Landing or something. Okay, what dragon's that?
It is a dragon.
It is a dragon.
That's
Spools
Rufus the
dragon.
Brave.
Okay, and then this, what do you see here? What is this?
It's Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Looks like a woman.
Wow.
Being
And
stabbed in the
someone
back?
being stabbed in the back. Betrayal. Traitor.
So that's actually Julius
Oh.
Caesar.
Okay, there, who's that? Who do you consider that?
Uncertain. What? Maybe that's Aegon having been burnt.
It makes me think of Helena, so I don't know. I guess it would be Aegon in
Mm.
there.
I mean, the credit shows Tom Glyn Carney, who I think is Aegon. So take that as you will.
Also, I do like that the blood follows the threads. I've never spoken about that.
Or
And now you did.
oh, this-
Okay, so that
okay. Yeah, this is more Alt Shift X, Alt Swift X territory. I think
over
beyond
here.
my expertise.
Okay, so yeah, because
The
look at the
Doom of Old
two.
Valyria.
Okay. Yeah, that does look like that. There's volcanoes and stuff. That's the Doom of
Oh,
Old
yeah.
Valyria.
Yeah. They're a bunch
Okay.
of fireworms.
There, who would that be? Are these the other Targaryens?
Aegon and his sisters, perhaps, leaving.
Okay.
Dragons conquering Harrenhal.
And then everybody
They're in the
bent the
black?
knee.
The North. That looks like a Stark bending the knee.
So there you go. Now I'm not going to
Four.
be able to
4
look
legs
at the
here.
4 legs. Fuck's sake. That I would also. Sorry, I would be pissed off. What? No, you know what? Not even just because canonically that's what it is. It's like in your show, you're showing us dragons like that.
Why do you care? Why does it matter? It was never good to begin with.
Consistency matters.
It wasn't
Canon
made for you.
matters.
Star Wars
It
was
wasn't
never good.
made for you.
Okay.
one
It's
of
not
them.
such a big deal.
Okay, so there is that I suppose is Jaehaerys, right? Not Jaehaerys. The old king that
Oh yeah, that
Then-
kind of
Old
looks like
Nat King
Jaehaerys
Cole.
from season 1.
okay, and then we've got the two heirs. That's Aegon and that's Rhaenyra. Okay, that's Vhagar chomping
legs.
down. Yeah, two legs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And Vhagar
Eating,
chomping. There's Luke.
Yeah.
Shame.
Rip
Okay.
Lucerys.
Wait a second. Hold the phone. We've got Jaehaerys. We've got Dagon. And then we've got Luke.
Lucerys.
Lucerys.
They call him Luke. Yeah, he's
Okay, I was
Lucerys as
waiting for
opposed
like, and then we have
Tom.
John,
Joffrey.
Kevin.
We do
We
have
sort of have that with Joffrey.
Steven.
we have Alan with 2 L's and Adam.
Wendy the Terrible.
Wendy.
You have Wendy.
So-
Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, this was great. I love that addition when we obviously they only added it after the first episode that the kid gets his head chopped off.
Oh yeah.
Then
They
they added the gold dragon and the red. So that's
Aegon's dragon and
Aegon's yeah, and what's the name?
Rhaenys's
dragon. Yeah, Melis.
Yeah, and Sunfire, is it?
Yeah, Sunfire gone. Oh wait, who was there? There was another dragon there. Fuck.
Long in
This-
the dying.
The seeking on this is my worst.
I will say the blue dragon at the end, Daeron's dragon, is beautiful AF. I cannot wait to see that thing up close and personal.
There, what's this dragon? Do you think that's just like referring to Vhagar? Or something? Vhagar survives, these two don't?
Maybe,
don't know.
probably.
No, but see, this, what is this? What are these two?
That Vhagar burning Sunfire.
Hmm.
Oh no, we lost Charles.
Charles is like, I'm done. I'm
he
out of
fell
here.
asleep.
And there's
I
more
hope he's
Baba
okay.
dragons.
I'm sure he's okay.
Just dragons and dragons. All the dragons.
Scaly
This makes me want to
convention.
do. This makes me want to do embroidery.
Do it, and then post your results.
I'll do it. I've got an embroidery hoop.
You heard it now, guys.
I will say, adding to Rhaenyra's incompetence, I was very frustrated with the dragon seeds claiming the dragons. Why not, like, explicitly outline to them beforehand, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what I expect of you if you succeed, this is the risk. And then do it one at a time. Just shoving them all in there.
Yeah, that was stupid. I thought
together
one at a
was-
time. Yeah.
You were so dumb.
Yeah. What do you think they did that for spectacle?
I think so, a little bit, yeah. I mean, and time. It's much
I'm trying to
faster to get through that portion if you just do it all at once.
Look how
Whoa.
quickly. Yeah. Yeah, if it's all at once. Otherwise, we would have to have a whole bunch. But I thought it would be a montage of them all just getting burnt to a crisp. I really did enjoy the way they bait and switched the claiming of the dragons though, because it was like you're like, is he gonna like as a person who hasn't read it, you're like, is Hugh gonna get the dragon or not? It does work out quite nicely. I'm trying to see this dragon you're talking about because I didn't
Hugh has
realize he was
main
that
character energy.
Hugh from the beginning, you knew that guy was gonna be something, and Gordon is officially upset with me because I called Hugh gorgeous.
Oh no.
He's the Witcher.
And he's really just a good-looking guy. He's well put together.
Now you have to rain Gordon with compliments as well.
Well, that's what I said to him. Is like, he's got a beard like you, and he's like, yeah, but he's got this long, luscious hair. I'm like, that's not what attracted me to him.
And then you were like, yes, babe, if you got really long hair too,
then it will be fun. No, man, I wanted to see the dragon. Anyway, I think, what else about this season 2 would you say? Were you as disappointed as the internet?
I was utterly disappointed. I didn't even watch it.
I wouldn't say I was as disappointed, but I certainly didn't leave feeling hyped or anything, which is not where you want to be.
Yeah, true. It was blue balls the episode, I suppose.
Was the episode.
It's like they did this huge build up, and I kept not looking at the time, and I was like, I don't want to know whether it's not going to happen, and then it did. Just
this is how it feels watching some anime.
But from season to season, you're just like, do they just build up and leave it?
There are some seasons where it's literally all just build up, and the very last episode, like a fight starts, and then the season's over, and you gotta wait 4 months.
A fight starts. Yeah, well,
at
least with anime, that's 4 months. We've got way more.
Sorry, guys, that's exactly what it's like being a One Piece fan, and I love One Piece very much, but I don't watch the anime for that reason.
A friend of mine wants me to cover the One Piece manga on my channel.
Oh, please do. I will happily go through it with you. Truly, I will go through with you chapter by chapter. I got you, bro.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's possible the season will age well in hindsight once future seasons are out. But to a point, a season has to be able to stand on its own as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, a season always has to stand on its own. Like the hype has to be able to be maintained. So it's necessary for a season to have some sort of intrigue, have some sort of plot development. If there's no plot development, then why is the season there?
That's the thing. I don't feel like we didn't have plot development. Am I just such a fangirl? Is that what's happening?
I can't comment on that. I didn't watch the freaking show, but
I heard someone say that the Dragon Seeds episode would have been better as the season finale, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
Yeah.
But Game of Thrones does have a history of the penultimate episode being big and exciting, and then the season finale being the cool down.
Yeah.
So there is that, but when it feels like the whole season has been more cool down than exciting. So I can understand wanting the Dragon Seed episode to be the finale.
And there was no way that they could make the Rhaenys fight or whatever the spectacle of the season later. It was a great episode, and it made you wonder what's going to happen with the rest of the season. But that was the biggest thing that happened.
Yeah, there was speculation regarding budgeting. Clearly, all of the budget, or most of the budget, went to that dragon fight and then the culling of the dragon seed scene. So
yeah, I think and that's why I'm like, okay, I'm glad that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with waiting, because it's still not as bad. To me, it's just still not as bad as the last bits of Game of Thrones. Maybe it's just recency bias, though. I don't know. We've got time, so basically, I'm just going to rewatch Game of Thrones again.
Why would you do that?
I want in on that for the first 3 seasons.
I love it. I just love rewatching things. It's a great pastime. But I won't.
I probably should watch it, because every time I was watching it, I was distracted by someone else. So
Thinkers Game of Thrones binge. Let's do it.
Thinkers Game of Thrones binge. Yeah. But what else?
Throw it on the gaming channel, because I will be playing a game while watching.
Actually, there's a Game of
Not
Thrones
a bad
RPG.
Idea.
Idle RPG.
RPG.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah.
Makes me
the
wonder.
Telltale game.
I can
Telltale went out of business
wholeheartedly
after.
recommend the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. I've played it.
That I can
It's
see.
amazing.
I can see.
I've heard
working.
amazing things.
So they're also you know what you know what I'm scared that this season only looks good because the next seasons are going to be bad. That's not good. I'm being
You no
I'm
longer
being
feel
hopeful.
anticipation. You feel
Yeah.
dread about the
Yeah.
next season.
I'm scared, but I did really enjoy it. I think that it's because I've been starved for fantasy TV. It's so I'm happy. Listen, A Song of Ice and Fire has never been an action. It's a political thriller, yeah. But
True.
the thing is, this episode wasn't politically thrilling either. It was just nothing. Yeah, politically, I guess, yeah, we do have you do think about what are the consequences of all these maneuverings, but it was not a political. There's no actual political stuff happening in there yet. I think it all just hints at what's going to happen. Like the way that people are talking about what happens with the dragon seeds. So I'm thinking there is some betrayal with the dragon seeds. That's what I've gleaned from everybody's responses. And they built that up.
Clear. Like, even if I didn't know, I would be suspecting or assuming. It's just like, okay, this is obviously going to happen. It's just how and who and why.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, that there's a lot that is built up in that episode that is rich. That's why I wasn't disappointed. I was disappointed with the end of the episode, but I wasn't disappointed with the episode overall.
Agreed. First half I thought was pretty darn good.
Yeah, it was good, but I think it was the weakest episode of the season. So that being said, I don't know.
Was it the weakest of the season? It's certainly down there, but I think there's
like
one other that might rival. I just don't remember which one.
So you see, I need to diagram it so we can refer to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what these things are for, hey dude. But yeah, I don't think we have any topics to finish the think out at 4 hours. Shall we get into Gartic fight?
Let's see. Is there anything else that I want to talk about?
Oh, that's gonna be a delight on this new PC. Holy fuck! I'm still getting used to all of the brand new peripheries. Everything is uncomfortable and alien. My drawing's gonna be even worse than usual.
Does anyone want to talk about the Olympics?
Nope. Well, there's one thing I want to talk about in the Olympics, and I thought it was really funny. One of the French pole vaulters.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Do you want to show the picture?
No, I don't want to show the picture.
Listen, at least hopefully he got some dates out of it or something.
Yeah.
Everyone that
is like a pickup line or something.
I mean, you know the whole thing about the Olympics, right? Like they had to basically have cardboard beds because it's been known as like an orgy fest for a very long time now.
Listen, and people
from having sex.
Yeah, they were trying to
stressed. It high stakes. You know, you're surrounded by people who are also in tip-top shape. You know, a lot of ambition, personality.
Some of the strongest and best-looking people in the world. Yeah, no wonder. I would have thought. Some of the highest libido people, because you know when you are highly athletic, you also have a higher libido usually.
Yeah, so some people have said, well, one of the hacks that they said is put your location on Tinder to Paris or whatever, so that you can try and meet, just start chatting to Olympians. So, I don't know.
Makes me cringe.
Just wait till the same pole vaulting thing happens in the women's division.
No.
Someone already made an art of that that we cannot show on here.
Oh, the another. I'm only sticking to the positive memes about the Olympics, none of the negative ones. Okay, the Turkish assassin guy. He did nothing whatsoever. He just woke up, put on a t-shirt, and decided I'm going to go and win the Olympics.
You heard them calling him the Turkish John Wick.
Yeah, the only reason he got silver and not gold is because his teammate fucked up, by the way.
Oh, no.
It was team shooting. Otherwise, they would have gotten gold. So it's...
Well, he's now become a meme that will not be forgotten.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. It doesn't matter. In the
I
end,
thought he
what he
did win
received
gold.
doesn't matter. It's the appearance and how he stole people's hearts, you know. And he
And
has a really
he's got a
cute
cat.
cat too. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
got a cat.
casual. It was also the Korean lady that she just was the what I kept hearing was she had main character energy. It's like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm talking
all
about?
over.
She had her
She had
child's
the really
little-
cool pose. That's what she was.
Oh, yeah, and the little hanging thingy from her side made by.
She had
by
all
Dorkus.
things, but then there's him with his t-shirt and his hand in his pocket.
Just casual.
Yeah,
And-
just
and-
super casual. Yeah.
I think it wasn't of the same country, but there was another Olympian that was celebrating a goal or something like that, and they did the pose. They did the hand in the pocket and the shooting.
Oh.
So that, like, I think that's great. Humans are so fascinating the way we just latch on to certain things and they become viral and exciting. But shame. Imagine this guy. I said shame in South Africa, and it's not shame. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I said shame about him, and Gordon's like, he won. He totally won because everybody's just looking at his junk, and it's like, look, you know, that was everybody's joke, is that it's okay, he lost. But now that's what you're remembered for. Like, everybody's remembering
It's a
you
good thing
for
he's
your
gonna be
junk
remembered.
post. Like, it's there. You can see
Well,
it.
everyone's gonna remember his junk anyway because of what they're forced to wear.
Yeah, I suppose. He's just going to be there. His junk's going to be remembered more.
Wasn't there an issue
Rest
as
in
well regarding Islamists protesting Jews at the Olympics this year?
Oh, there was a bunch of terrible stuff. Yep.
And then
I
like,
didn't
a
know
bunch
that
of
it was
women
at the Olympics. I didn't know it was at the Olympics. I'm just only hearing about it in the UK. That stuff, which
I remember
let's not get into
seeing
that.
the coverage of such a thing, but I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Oh
what it
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and they were. I mean, they have been historically just of like, oh no, Jewish people can't compete in this or that sport.
Well, it's also Islamic women cannot compete in certain sports because they're not allowed to wear a hijab. That's stuff.
Well,
other things
they
that
made it
have
work
been
with
issues.
volleyball, but still the beach volleyball thingy.
Do they?
I
do
hope
they
we
play
can make
in
it work with
hijabs?
volleyball because I like watching women play volleyball.
Not biased whatsoever. Yep.
No, I actually like volleyball, guys.
Guys,
The ball is
if you want to watch an equality sport, watch show jumping, because there's young people and old people and female people and male people, female horses, male horses. Everyone just has to jump over a course and do it really quick and not knock over poles. That's it. So go and watch that sport. That's been
It
fun.
actually is pretty fun to watch. I've been to a couple of those events.
It's great. And yeah, I can't do it. I love horses, but I like watching them do it. So
Horses are scary.
horses are great.
Like they're just super huge,
Yeah.
impressive creatures that hit very hard.
They hit very hard, yeah. When
Yes,
you,
they hit very hard.
Since,
No
wait,
comment.
Is there a male volleyball? Yes, there is. There
His
is a
name
male
is Wilson.
volleyball. Horses are slightly larger Great Danes. I saw this. I went on Instagram today,
No,
guys.
I disagree because horses are
Wow.
meaner than Great Danes.
Oh, Great Danes are so cute. Full speed jousting should be an Olympic sport. Wow, that actually would be cool. But no,
I think
people
we would
will
get
die.
too many people getting
Jousting.
permanently injured.
just
Yeah,
like
that's
way back then. Yeah, that's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's people will die. So
It would be cool though. That's
it
like
would
saying
be
let's
cool.
bring back the gladiatorial Olympics.
yeah, let's go. Let's fight to
let's
the
bring
death.
out. Let's
Time
bring
to
back
renovate
fighting
the
to death.
Colosseum and bring it back to use. Okay.
No more so than boxing.
So
There you go. That
instead
was
of
the one.
slaves, we can just use death row inmates. You know,
Exactly.
Oh
Why
my
not?
god.
Free tickets
not?
for everyone
That is
and
really
free
for
food, just like back in the good old days.
And if you win, here's the really cool twist that can make this like a movie. You will get your freedom by getting shot in the head.
You get to die. You get to die quickly. Well
You
done
die
for
an
you.
honorable death.
Honorable.
Yes. They force you to stab yourself, seppuku style.
Adorable.
See, we would be great Roman emperors, guys. We
I
would
know,
figure
right?
all of this out. We would host epic games. We would govern an empire.
We have
well.
fulfilled our Rome quota for the day.
Speaking of which, wasn't there a game that you wanted to show me, Dorkus?
Yes, West of Loathing.
Okay, because I was thinking, and I said speaking of which because I thought of games and then Age of Empires, and that's what I meant.
And Rome, and yeah.
And therefore everyone here. So show me the game, and then we'll go into Gartic. I know it's been a all over the place episode this week, but I think it's fine. It's better than nothing, man. Yeah.
I've never seen this trailer before, but so I don't know how well it's going to represent the game, but let me...
It'll probably represent it pretty well if it's the trailer for it.
Do you guys want to see the horrible videos I have on my other gaming channel? There we go. Let's go. Ooh.
How would I go about painting a shield? That's a good question.
Genuinely deep and hilarious.
Deep and hilarious. Okay.
Oh boy.
My first playthrough, I did a goblin. It was very fun.
Hold everything. Is this the gameplay?
This is...
I thought it would be peril.
Hot dog, cold drinks, tepid candy.
The dialogue in this is utterly fantastic, by the way.
It's so fantastic. Very funny, very stylized.
Demon cows.
The graphics are great.
I know, right? It is a wonderful comedy game.
Glorious black and white. Oh, it's the CrossFit guys.
I don't know. Am I a comedy game person? I guess I am. I played the incredible impossible quiz. So dozens of gallons of hats. Okay.
I have it on Steam.
Hmm.
So it's not a Switch.
Okay, good. Yeah. It's a deep game, darling, yes.
I mean, there's a lot of it's like really well written satire.
Okay.
So, like, I highly recommend it. Honestly, it's very good.
Okay.
My one criticism is there's no easing on text. Okay. Listen, I'll add it to my backlog. That are of all the games that I don't play because I'm playing Monster Hunter.
So
yes, Dad.
To address what someone asked me in the chat, CPAP.
Oh no, addressing the allegations, Bimo.
The allegations. How would I go about painting a shield? Probably with paint and a brush.
Bimo's brush strokes, black magic in the air.
I wish it was so easy to draw, man.
Alleged shield painter.
Hot take. Use spray paint.
Hot take. Use spray paint. Okay, that works. That works.
With stencils.
I'm gonna do Daisy art. Daisy. People have put, when you put a little canvas thing in a Ziploc bag and you put paint on it, and the cat walks.
Oh,
seen that?
that's what.
You can go to
Okay.
Home Depot as
Yes,
well.
you mean.
Hardware stores usually
Home
have
Despot.
Despot, yeah.
Yeah,
Home Despot.
Home Depot.
That sounds
Spray
like a
paint with mouse.
Persian furniture brand. Home Despot.
You haven't heard me
Okay,
say
guys.
that before?
Let's get into Gartic and then go to bed.
Okay, I've got about
Well-
30 minutes, so let's do this.
I do want. I am going to ask Gordon to one day program us a game called "Would I Lie to You?"
Oh,
If anyone can find a game that does facilitate "Would I Lie to You," that would be great.
I don't know what that game is.
Okay, I'll send you a clip. It's a game show, so it's kind of difficult to play, obviously, because what it does is the panel. You have two teams, and you are given a statement or a story or something that is either a lie or the truth, and you have to convince the other team that it's the truth. But what it requires is careful, like, listing of things that are true and things that are false, and things that's
Okay.
it's a bit more, yeah. But it's so much fun.
So
So
I
if we
dropped the
could-
link in the chat for us first, so then you guys can get in, and then I'll drop it into the chat for the YouTube channel.
Add.
Why'd you become Korean for a moment there?
The YouTube channel. I don't think that's Korean.
no,
I
an
need to
ad.
plug this in. Oh no, an ad! Stop it, Gartic phone. Stop getting your revenue. We want you for free. Atiti,
Maybe.
did you visit?
Okay.
Oh, we got two kitties. Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's this? What's this?
You see, if I became Korean, I would be very aesthetically pleasing.
I think,
That's what they're really good at.
you would
They're
have
all
to
in,
be.
BMO. Share the link.
Yep.
I have an idea of what I think Bimo looks like. I'm gonna send it to him.
Oh no.
Oh, BMO, did you see the Three Kings BMO I drew for you?
I did. I loved it.
Excellent.
Is it gonna
Okay,
work?
Atom is waiting for the link.
Yep, I'm dropping it now. You know, it makes
Hey,
me think
Hydra.
of the Christmas song called "We Three Kings." I'm glad I'm not the only person that knows that.
Christian, hello. We Catholics. We sang hymns, bro.
Like every year, we would do Advent, and it would just be a thing of the family, and we just sing Christmas songs. So wholesome.
So wholesome.
And then when we get chocolate oranges specifically.
There are now
oranges specifically. What?
So
That's
it's a seasonal thing, and well, it's a seasonal thing for Americans. I know that we don't get chocolate oranges all over, like, all year. It's usually a Christmas thing, but it's just been a tradition in my family to get the chocolate oranges. They're not chocolate covered oranges. They're chocolate with orange juice and orange zest in them, and they're actually pretty good. I like them.
Neat.
See you later, Lucifer.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
It's also because of your voice, Bimo.
Okay. Oh man, I wish I looked like that.
Let's go.
If I lost like 100 pounds, I could maybe pull it off.
Maybe it's the hair.
I wish
the
I had that
glasses?
hair.
But yeah, that's what you look like.
I'm getting
outside.
old. I'm starting to lose my hair.
Oh no.
Welcome to the club.
Guys, you do not need hair, okay, to be attractive. You do not.
No. Don't lie like this.
Listen, I'm the only one apparently with the problem of having way too much hair. Okay?
There are
Can I
two
redistribute
things.
some of my hair to you?
There are two things that must happen before I go bald. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got to pick my path. Okay.
Mhm.
I can go the Rock path, or I can go like Seth Rogen when he's bald. Like, and I don't want to be Seth Rogen. I want to go the Rock or Vin Diesel. I want to be buff before I'm bald.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
be
I have
Larry
limited
David.
time.
What? It's gonna
Larry
be?
David.
Yeah, that's gonna be me in 5-10 years.
Okay, let me see if it'll let me show a picture of
I need
Larry.
to, which reminds me, I need to get another filter for our shower.
The creator of Seinfeld. Is this showing? No, it's not. Okay. Here, I should be able to just add this as a tab. Boop.
Become swole.
Become swollen?
No, become swole is what Autumn says. I'm a DDD.
Yeah, I'm halfway there, but not there yet. Okay,
I mean,
it's not letting me
swole.
show it, but whatever.
Okay, it's basically Bernie Sanders.
It's basically Bernie Sanders. Knock
That's
off
the
like
joke.
3 years. Okay, we gonna
Okay,
play
let's play.
normal mode?
Normal, yeah.
Whatever you want.
Normal. Okay.
How you doing, Hydra?
I'm grappling
Hydra
with
doing?
controls, but I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Nice. Statement of appreciation.
Oh, thank you. You too, man.
Thanks. Oh, man. This is going to be
Okay, this was a prompt.
more than a little racist.
What?
That's what we're
What?
doing here with Gartic.
No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna minimize you guys, so I don't look at.
I've made a horrible mistake. I've made a horrible mistake. Oh no.
What error did you commit?
My tablet working area is on a different monitor.
Haha.
Don't you haha me.
Oh, you're gonna draw like us, the peasants.
Oops.
Oh God, I barely have any time left. Holy crap! What? No.
Yeah, you see what we do without Gray. We have
You
no
have barely any
timekeeper.
time left.
Yeah, nobody's calling out the time for me. No, I got used to it. I got used to the backseating from Gray.
That was a very good Gray voice.
You're welcome.
Oh, yep, it is.
What is I don't know what this is, guys. Okay. I don't know what that is. But I'm gonna make an assumption here. I'm gonna get myself in trouble here.
What are you doing, Bimo?
Oh, wait, I need.
He got
I'll
himself
make-
disqualified for certain reasons. I've got to make him look attractive. No. Okay, fuck it. There he is. There he is.
Running out of time.
Yup. I'm not running at all.
Oh, barely, just barely.
I'm gonna stay right there. None of this makes sense. Read it and weep, friends.
Did I
'Cause
forget
I'm
something?
already
What?
weeping.
Darling, what?
What is this?
Wait, what?
I'm not drawing. This is what's the name? This is Beamer's drawing.
What is going on in this picture?
What?
Oh no.
I'm so curious to see what you're all getting.
Why did it go this way, guys?
Oh, no, I couldn't finish it typing out because of my mechanical keyboard. Crap! No, someone's gonna have an incomplete sentence. No, I cannot draw this. No, no.
Oh my god! What?
We're having a lot of reactions like this today.
What is happening, guys? Okay, fine.
Okay, I found a way to censor it. I think this is gonna be okay. Okay, I figured it.
You probably got mine. I was given it the worst prompt.
I doubt that.
I was given a really bad prompt, okay? You ran out of time waiting?
Oh. Oh, I also ran out of time writing.
Oh, that's what he said. I just can't read.
Oh gosh. Oh, you know what I have forgotten, darling. There we go. I didn't even remember.
Still have We Three Kings stuck in my head.
Well, not for long.
I played myself. Oh, thank you. What is this song called? Cleaning the Duck or whatever?
Feeding the ducks.
Cleaning the duck.
No.
This makes no sense.
Fine,
that's
good
okay
enough.
then. I don't know why I gave it absurdly long arms.
I got yours.
Someone's cleaning the duck. Oh wait, I know this game. I know what this is. Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is about the best I can do.
A cat's
No, I cannot. What? How?
I don't know how to read without reading out loud.
I got 2 prompts for myself in a row.
Oh, okay, I get that. But can't it just be 2 people?
I don't know what you mean. That was a distressed sigh right there. Hydra saying, I'm tired, guys. Why must you do this?
I'm upset too.
Sorry, guys. Show's over.
This is horrible.
Kitty's upset.
I'm just glad nobody's watching my drawing.
Yeah, instead they have to watch me.
Can I grab? I need a lasso.
Oh crap! Not now. Keyboard malfunction. Hold on.
Just remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, Kitty.
It absolutely does have to be perfect.
Wrong. Me and my inability to draw muscle groups.
guys are drawing muscles?
I have to. The prompt.
Oh god, I'm not even close to finishing it. Crap.
This is not. This is bad. But you know what? That will
Oh,
make
this
it
is gonna
funny.
be. This is actually. I'm so sorry, whoever gets this. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oof. No, it wasn't finished.
Wow.
What am I looking at? Dorkus, what the fuck is this?
What? Why are you blaming me?
Oh, did we see?
I'm so excited to see what everyone's drawing.
How? Again.
I can't wait for the voiceover to do this.
Oh, I have to. Okay, I'm blocking out whatever is happening on screen, but I need to see the avatar for this. Oh my god, it's horrible. It's absolutely. No, I cannot. No.
What do you mean no?
Shut up. You're moving. It's making my job harder. Okay, this is doesn't matter.
I don't
I
know,
don't know
how
where to
to.
go from here. But
What was
you
that?
good?
Almost dropped my tablet.
Oh no. It's not worth it. Get that.
The tablet very much is worth it.
I don't know how to draw.
Man.
I got no idea how to finish up this prompt. This is gonna make no sense.
There.
Daisy, stop being
I
so
don't care.
pretty.
I'm leaving it right here.
Stop
Looks
it.
like this is gonna be very difficult.
This one makes no sense. No one's gonna be able to get this one, but I've given up.
Great. Like to hear that.
That's about the
Okay.
best I could do under that situation.
So voiceover. Let's go.
Offensive speech causing harm.
See, I had a nice prompt.
Oh,
See?
that's what
I like that one.
Okay, I'm so
Stick figures complain about pie.
Pain. I was
Hi.
about to stack pain, but my mechanical keyboard failed.
Ouch, my pie.
Dorkus getting painful pay when doctors bill.
God damn it.
Dorkus receiving his hospital bill.
I like how everyone knows it was Dorkus.
Yeah.
And then it turned into me.
Orange chocolate meets normal chocolate.
See, another innocent prompt. I know who voted for Donald Trump.
Chocolate bar is shocked by orange bar.
There we go. Nice.
Orange bar.
Half of a book walks into a bar and sees a cookie with Coke.
Oh,
Wow.
Rock, paper, and scissor drink together at a bar.
That was the worst
That's
prompt I've
similar.
ever been given. I'm glad
Yeah,
that was the
what?
last one.
Yeah.
I'm glad that that was the very last one. It was so bad.
Korean BMO.
Oh.
Garimo.
Karimo.
BMO doing some
Is that
alchemy
me with
with
boba?
chops.
Chopsticks, and I tried writing some Korean letters on the cup.
Alchemy.
BMO
Oh,
is
God,
an
I know where this
alchemist
goes.
summoning a demon.
That it was you. Okay.
Oh.
BMO summons a demon to help him figure out Fajan.
I like the
Awesome.
Baja.
I love that rendition of BMO right there. That's the best like minimalist BMO I've ever seen.
I'm glad. That's high praise.
Swole BMO.
Swolmo.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap, that is really good. Wow.
BMO has achieved swole.
Gorsh.
Woo.
Why do I have hairy pits?
Chad BMO pumps iron.
So that's the prompt I got.
Yeah.
It's Chuck.
BMO gets swole.
I have become swollen.
Swollen, yes.
Kitteh feeding ducks at the pond.
What a wholesome prompt. Look at that. Very
Monster
wholesome.
Hunter.
Kitteh playing Monster Hunter next to a duck.
That's exactly how Monster Hunter should be played.
See,
Okay,
this
I
is
get it.
not
The
what I
cat
thought it
and
was.
duck play the draw on back guess game.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat ambushes a duck looking for a snake.
I'm sorry, I never got the draw on back reference.
That very much
really
changed.
good though.
I love the cat in the bush.
Ambush
pretty
position,
good.
only head and
Buff BMO drawing Grey Chan.
Hey, another buff BMO.
Hey, that's pretty good, Romeo.
it's really good.
Chad BMO draws grey.
He loses Chad as he goes along. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry, I didn't have
BMO
time.
draws Grey Puppet.
Yeah, I keyboard malfunction. I blame that. I couldn't finish it. I wanted.
Ooh, I like the point of view. though.
BMO draws grey as a
And it
medicine
gets
bottle for
through.
Gartic phone.
That's great, darling.
All I imagine is like you open up Gray and you take some of his mustard and you just hear the what is it called? The Half-Life 2 like heal sound.
Yeah.
Lucer eats cat shit off the floor.
Jesus.
Of
What?
course it was you. Why is it me?
Someone eating cat feces.
Nom nom.
Degenerate man eats number 2 from litter.
I like how you
that's
instantly made the degenerate.
Fat man learns moderation.
Oh, thank God, we diverted from.
Yeah,
That's such a good one item.
learns
Okay,
moderation.
I gotta save this one because that last image is just gold.
It's good.
No, not today.
Next time I look at a what's the name? Like a can of Red Bull or something. No.
No, not today. I just think about my wallet being empty, and it just appetite's gone. Don't need anything.
Ditto.
Pole vaulter disqualified for
It was
PvE.
you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Pole vaulter loses because peen is in the way.
Plastic
no
man
clue.
blames Peen as he falls / misses trampoline.
Your fault.
Blushing man blames trampoline for his failures.
No, that's not what
It's
he's
a
blaming.
trampoline.
He's look, go back up. He's pointing it at his.
I just noticed that. That's fantastic.
I didn't even see the peen. Yeah, it's
Oh, it's so good. We doing another turn? Actually,
why not?
I need to go.
Oh,
I just
okay. Then let's
Yeah,
go.
we need to. I'm
Done.
sorry. I have to. My PC is still not done. The screen is in the wrong place. I have to load.
It's okay.
Okay.
We know you just don't want to draw anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see how it is.
It's okay. Thank you for everyone who stayed
Blasphemy,
behind to draw.
lies and slander.
Lies and slander. Cool. What's going on, BMO? What's happening? I know you are very busy these days.
So my work schedule is going to be changing a bit. I will not be on Thinkers for likely another 2 weeks due to work training. But after that, it should be a consistent. I'll be on every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, it's our special place. Other than that, I still am trying to figure out when I'm going to have time to record some gameplay of Phoenix Wright and grab some of the thinkers to join me for that. Other than that, still working on commissions. I've got a big list, thanks to you guys, that I need to finish before I am open for more. So trying to do that now. Yeah, that's about all that's going on right now. Get on the Discord. I'm the most active moderator on the Discord.
Yeah.
Yep, he is.
Challenge
Despite-
you and see what happens.
despite everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Despite everything he says. But yeah, just join the Discord, join the community. It's fun.
Yeah.
And argue with
Dorkus.
people. They deserve to be argued with.
Argue. Respect. Respect.
Yes. Don't be a butt.
Yeah. Dorkus.
Ascension Unleashed continues apace, and there are other things planned eventually for the channel. And I did set up a No One Asked You gaming channel where I might do some games at some point in the future. No clue when. Hydra?
Once I finish the peripheries for my new PC and I can sit in front of it without being in physically discomfort, without being in pain because the stuff is in the wrong place and it's alien, it's new, and I have to figure out where to put it. Once I'm done with all of that, I am going to finish the Elden Ring DLC and then probably finish up with Hollow Knight and then do a bunch of other stuff. But that's still a while away because I have a lot of stuff to do. Very busy man.
Life
Yeah.
and stuff.
Life and stuff. Just a reminder to put on your notifications so that when I play video games tomorrow, or you can just watch me on Twitch. It's more interactive there. You
Kitteh
can
will
do-
beat you up with a cable.
Yeah, I will slap you with a cable. If you do not join me for the gaming. But I don't know when it's going to
Hunter was crossplay.
I know, but it will be one day. But even so, now I have a PC. I could
Yes.
play it on PC. And I
Have
will.
to start over, but
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna finish. I need to 100% it on PlayStation.
sure,
It's gotta go.
sure. But there's a whole other Monster Hunter game.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't done. Yeah, I haven't played Rise. I've got it all on PC. I've got all of that. And yes, the streams won't stay on this channel, but they'll be live on this channel. So there's that. Have a nice life, everybody. Thank you for coming for this short think. And to any South Africans out there, happy Women's Day tomorrow. And oh, we'll stop. We had feeding the ducks the whole way through. Oopsie. Anyway.
That's okay. There's no
Yeah.
stopping feeding the ducks. All right, we
There
can feed
isn't,
the ducks
yeah.
at any time.
Can't stop, don't
But
stop.
I'll do this for Charles. Also, go in, subscribe to Charles. He was here before.
Yes, he streams on Mondays and Sundays. Sundays on Rosala's channel, Rosala's Comics, and he has his own thing called Show Business. I believe he does on Mondays or Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, depending on how lazy he feels like being.
Put on your
I'm
notifications.
joking. He's not lazy. He's not lazy.
got
He's just
stuff.
busy.
Yeah, and yes, on Sunday, come and visit us at Rosala's stream. Whee!
Alrighty.
Yeah, the Sunday.
Take care, everyone.
Roundup. Super Sunday Roundup. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Great time.
Bye, Miss K.
Yeah, that's the best timing to join the stream. Oh no.
Bye.